All right. Hello, welcome in. Let me fix so that way you can actually hear. There we go. Okay. Now I've got my controller connected. Okay. And oh, I forgot about something. Darn it. Sorry about being late. I seem to have forgotten a lot of things. So if you'll just hold on a minute. Oh. Hello? There we go. Okay. All right. Yes, it is indeed hype. Welcome in. Rude Blue, thank you so much for the music, by the way. Even though you're Call Me Blue on here. Oh. I guess I am on Rise from the Ashes. John Mason is bold attorney. Truly, the boldest of attorneys. I guess I am doing Rise from the Ashes. Here we go. I guess that answers the question I was going to ask. Is it slightly loud? Oh, I shall turn that down a bit then. Okay. Hopefully that should be a bit better. Two murders? Oh? It's the Blue Badger! It's been 2 months since Maya left the office. 2 months without a single trial. I've had offers, but none I took. That is, until the day that girl showed up. February 22nd, 10:02 a.m. Wright & Co. Law Offices. Why do I come here to the office every day? It's not like I want to work. Yeah, I feel you there, Phoenix. There you are, finally! Oh, it's her. Where have you been? My sister's trial is tomorrow. Did I turn off SFX? Let me check. Oh, I guess I forgot to fix that. That should be fixed now. Oh, there we go. Thank you, thank you. Who are you? It doesn't matter who I am. It only matters who you are. The famous defense attorney, Mia Fey. It's me, the famous defense attorney, Mia Fey. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, thank goodness you helped me figure that out. I was confused too. You're not Mia Fey, are you? Nope. I'm sorry, but Miss Mia Fey no longer works here. Yeah, she's dead, I think. I don't know. So you are Phoenix Mia Wright. So you are the coffee boy? I'm Phoenix Wright, a defense attorney. See, I can show you my badge and everything. It's my badge that proves I'm an attorney. Right. Wait! You're the Phoenix Wright? The Phoenix Wright from the Edgeworth murder case. But of course, that's what I'm famous from. I'm not Phoenix Wright, by the way. Yes, that's correct. It was not Edgeworth who was murdered, though. That's a relief, then. You're better than nobody. I'm sorry. I'm afraid I'm not taking cases right now. But you are Phoenix Wright, right? Wrong. The undefeated defense attorney? Look, I'm not accepting any new cases. Sorry, but you'll have to try elsewhere. Please, I'm out of time. Out of touch, out of time. Please, you have to help. It's my sister. Darn it, Maya. Maya, could it be? Apparently I'm getting the Faye sisters mixed up. I thought Maya was Maya. And Mia was... No, wait. I thought Maya was Mia and Mia was Maya. I'm all mixed up, don't mind me. Okay, I'll hear you out. Really? Thank you so much. My name's Emma. Emma Sky. Ah, I'm a scientific investigator. Maya is Maya, Mia is Mia. Thank you. Thank you. That helps. Darn it! You're right. They are both sometimes. Scientific investigator. Okay, let's see what it says this time. There's a poster of the Steel Samurai on the wall. Woo! Maya stuck it up there on the day that she left. But didn't have the heart to take it down. I do sometimes get strange looks from the clients, though. Mia's plant, Charlie. It's been a while, apparently. I've been taking care of him in Maya's absence. Looks like it's cleaning day at the hotel across the way. I hear they're planning a second branch outside the city. Oh. Egads, the bellboy was staring right at me. Difficult-looking legal books stand in a formidable row. They mock me. I tried reading one, and it made my head hurt. When I closed it, it slipped out of my hand. Then my foot hurt, too. So I guess it's the same as the last one. Mia's desk. I sit here even less now that I've stopped taking cases. I ought to at least dust it off once in a while. Emma. Emma, was it? So you're a scientific investigator? Yes, that's right. Is something wrong? Bellboy, more like based boy. No, it's just, you seem kind of jumpy, or maybe just young? Young? I'll be 16 years old this year. Oh my gosh. He really does surround himself with teenage girls. Is this a coincidence or is this intentional? Oh, I see. Wait! Only 16?! I'm set to be formally assigned to forensics in 3 more years. I feel like I'm gonna see her again in some of the other games. My work is becoming quite well known, at my age no less. Yeah, but it's still such a weird coincidence that they all happen to be teenage girls, you know? So what exactly is your current position then? Well, legally speaking, I guess you'd call me an 11th grader. But I'm ready to do my job, at my age no less. Great, another future professional in training. The case. So what's this about a case? You said the trial's tomorrow? My sister didn't do it. She wouldn't stab someone with a knife. She wouldn't. So, it's a murder case. Like every other case. I don't care if there's a witness who saw her do it. She didn't do it. I know she didn't do it. It's a scientific fact. You know what else is a scientific fact? I don't know. I'm making something up on the spot here. It's not going well. Most popular attorney assistants, I guess. Yeah? I know she didn't do it. Okay. And there's a witness. Just talk to her. You have to talk to her. Okay, well, head over there sometime. I promised her I'd bring Mia Faye, but that's interesting. How would she know Mia? So you want to be a scientific investigator when you grow up, then? Excuse me? I'm not a child, I'll have you know. You're 16. I mean, technically isn't a child, but yeah. Still, it's good to have a goal, albeit a very unusual one. I believe investigation should be done scientifically. Don't you? Yeah, sure can't fault her for a lack of enthusiasm. In this case, if this case is handled scientifically, I'm sure my sister's name will be clear. Your sister? I've been doing research, you know. I'm developing a new scientific method of case investigation. Oh, yeah. I'll show you when I'm done. I'm looking forward to it. Guess I should get down to the detention center and talk to her sister. Relation to Mia. My sister asked for Mia specifically. This Mia Fey person was a few years below her in school. Oh, so they went to the same school. That makes sense. She always told me to go to Mia if I ever needed a defense attorney. And, well, I need one. Incidentally, Mia is a woman. Now that you mention it, I guess it is more of a woman's name than a man's. Well, it's nice of you to help your sister out like this. You must be close. Well, actually, when she gets like she is now, I kind of hate her. Huh? Huh? But she's my only family. Your only family? What about your parents? She looks just so normal saying that they died in a car accident when she was little. What? This... Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I gotta present the attorney badge. See this? It's my attorney's badge. Ah, well, I've never seen a real one before. You're the first one who's actually been interested in mine, believe me. Light work, no reaction. Its composition is mostly silver, the gold plating is flaking a bit. She's analyzed it scientifically. There doesn't appear to be any corrosion due to sulfides. I'd give you $50 for it! Sorry, but it's not for sale yet. So you're saying there's a chance? To the detention center. February 22nd detention center, visitors room. I wonder what's wrong with Emma. She got quiet all of a sudden as soon as we arrived. Guard, I thought I told you I didn't want visitors. Sorry, ma'am, it's just your sister. No excuses. Or did you not want to raise this year, Oh? Understood, ma'am. What the heck? What is that all about? Oh. Hi, Lana. Funny. I seem to remember specifically telling you not to come here. Perhaps my memory is failing? But look, I didn't want to come here either, okay? But your trial's tomorrow and you still don't have a defense attorney. I'll be the one in court tomorrow. This has nothing to do with you, Emma. Isn't that right, Mr. Wright? Right, anyhow. Hey! How do you know me? Mia mentioned you. I've heard quite a bit. I'm sorry. What exactly is it that you do? My name is Lana. Lana Sky. Okay. I'm chief prosecutor for this district. Oh, no. You're a prosecutor? Two sisters, one a lawyer. Could this be a coincidence? Emma. Lana. Emma Lana? Why does that sound familiar? Must be the name thing. Oh well, I mean, they're just like... Maya and Mia. Anywho. Is something wrong, Mr. Wright? Alright, time to examine the room like I do every single time. This guard monitors the visitor's room. He's frozen in fear of frigid Miss Lana. I'm feeling a bit chilly myself. Smile for the camera. Okay, that's it. Talk. The case. There's something you should know from the start. Which is... The suspect in this case has confessed to the crime. Huh? Huh? Oh, wait, but the suspect is... me. I did it. Well, Mr. Wright? Well, why don't you begin by telling me exactly what happened? Also, this isn't the first time that Phoenix has had to deal with somebody already saying that they committed the murder before the case, right? I think Edgeworth did that too. don't you begin by telling me exactly what happened? The crime took place yesterday, February 21st at 5:15 p.m. Darn, I should have played this on February 21st. That's quite specific. It was in the witness's deposition. I can speak English. A witness clearly saw me committing the crime. That makes sense. I guess it's been a while since I've actually played Ace Attorney, because I don't remember some of the stuff that's happened. I'm gonna be honest. Witness clearly saw me. That was a bit of bad luck, wasn't it? The crime took place in the underground parking lot of the prosecutor's office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car. Prosecutor's office, huh? In your subordinate's car trunk? Classy. I was arrested on the spot, caught red-handed as it were. Yeah, thank you, Rude Blue. I'm gonna, yeah. Thankfully, it's only the first game's trial stuff that I don't remember. Everything else I haven't actually played yet. So, if I'm spouting nonsense, feel free to correct me. That's just right. Adechi, true. So who's the victim? An investigator with the police department. I suppose the correct term is detective. Detective. Death was due to a loss of blood. He was stabbed once in the stomach. By you? Death was intermediate, but the wound was fatal. I see. Allow me to repeat myself, Mr. Wright. The victim was a detective. You know what that means, don't you? No. Uh-oh. What, Mr. Wright? What does it mean? Well, it means the police department will consider it a matter of pride to have me found guilty. They'll use any means at their disposal to do so. This case gets worse and worse with everything I learn. So you're the chief prosecutor. That is correct. I'm responsible for overseeing every trial handled by prosecutors in this district. Whoa. I make sure the prosecutors have what they need to do the job and manage every aspect. Those are my responsibilities in a nutshell. That's an awfully large nutshell. Still, I'm a little surprised. I would think you'd recognize the district's chief prosecutor, Mr. Wright. Huh? In fact, it seems impossible. You wouldn't... Lana? What happened to your hand? Oh, this? I cut myself by accident, when I stabbed him, that is. Huh? I'm not very good at being a criminal, I suppose. How am I supposed to defend this? Time to change the subject. Wait, she was in the class ahead of me, wasn't she? You were in school with me, correct? A few years above her? Emma told you that too, did she? Oh, well, why not? I did drag him all the way here from the office. Although it seems he has very little in common with Mia. Hey! It was in law school. I was in my 3rd year, and she was auditing the class. She was different than the other students. Different? She was strong. She'd do anything to become a defense attorney. Anything. That was probably why she was attracted to me. Excuse me? No. No. Me just hoping there's lesbians in this game. Extremely disappointed, or Emma is just purposely trying to mislead Phoenix. So, either they were gay, and Emma is just lying, or they aren't gay, and I'm disappointed. There is? So are these the lesbians in this game? I was the best there was. Oh. Ah, okay. I guess we'll see the lesbians in the next 2 games. Later. Let's go, lesbians! If only I remembered that thing. doing pretty good in school too, by the way. It sounds a bit different than when Emma says it. Says it. Well, Mr. Wright, excuse me. As you can plainly see, I'm admitting my guilt. I think it's safe to say there's no way you can take this case. None. But Lana... Why? Why are you doing this to me? This is new music. Oh? You never think of anyone but yourself. I know you didn't do it, Lana. I know. So how can you say you did? If I lose you, I'll be all alone. I hate you, Lana. Mr. Wright? Yes? I believe our discussion here is ended. The rest, I leave to you. You mean you're requesting my services as your defense? Don't lose any sleep over it. Your client has confessed, after all. The case is over. Right, I'll do what I can to get to the bottom of this. Lana has confessed to the crime, yes, but something doesn't fit. It's that look in Emma's eyes. There's something else going on here, and I'm going to find out what. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. Huh? About what? My sister, she's not always like that, you know. I just never expected to be defending another prosecutor again. First Edgeworth, now Lana. Goodness. She's changed a lot. She used to be so gentle, always smiling. Everybody liked her. I see. Sorry, but I'm having trouble imagining that. What happened to her? I don't know for certain myself. I think maybe she, well, maybe not. Sounds like there's something that defies a simple scientific explanation. Let's go check this underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office, shall we? Sorry, I'm just putting the gloves on. Oh, okay. Yay, back to the cheery music. Okay. Talk? Nope. Okay. Move. February 22nd, prosecutor's office, underground parking lot. This is an underground parking lot? So this is the lot where it all happened? Looks like they're still investigating. Funny that my first visit to the prosecutor's office should be like this. Emma's theme is great. Hey everyone, keep up the good work! Hey, what are you thinking? Well, they are going to be my coworkers 3 years from now, after all. No harm in saying hello. Actually, there is. You know, attorneys aren't supposed to examine crime scenes. I'm trying not to stand out too much here, see? Hey there! You expecting to go unnoticed here, partner? Partner? Whoa. What do we have here? Looks like a bambina got loose from the ranch and is up to no good. Folks gotta learn to keep them doggies tied down, partner. Mr. Marshall? Marshall looks more like a sheriff to me. Yo, it's this guy. I had no idea there was a guy like this. Looksy here, Bambina. I know how you feel. But this is my gang's gold strike. See? Strike? This is our claim, our territory, with a mother load of evidence. If you're fixing to mess with what's ours, you'll regret it, partner. Oh, he's even got the finger guns. Now, is he actually just like, this is him, or does he is he pretending to be a cowboy? Because he's doing a good job. You know what dreams the cacti out in the desert dream? You want to know? What's this guy talking about? He's got a hip flask? You head along home now. Happy trails, Bambina. I want to take that wallet. Was that a hombre, a friend of yours? No, I think you'd win, Highlighter Man. I think you could do it. I believe in you. Was that a hombre, a friend of yours? Kind of, sort of. Yeah, he's a detective. Who thinks he's a sheriff from the Wild West, it seems. What's this? A wallet? Excuse me, officer. Wait, what are you doing, Mr. Wright? What am I doing? I just found this wallet, so I'm handing it over to the police. I don't believe it. This is real basic. Anything at a crime scene is evidence. Thank goodness Emma knows this. Let's be scientific about this. Please, just put it in your pocket. Put it in a baggie first. How is that scientific? Sounds like theft to me. Wallet hastily stuffed into your pocket. Not added to the court record. Hastily stuffed into pocket. Beautiful. Called to duty already, and at my tender age. Here, I'll teach you the trick to examining evidence in detail, okay? By the way, her eyes are sparkling. I can tell she's been waiting for this. Evidence? No, this is mine. Yeah, I'm taking this for personal use. We can not worry about this later. Okay, now. Look at the court record. Okay. What? This is new. You have to be sure to examine evidence carefully on all sides. Now, let's start examining from every angle. Oh, look! I think there might be a clue here. You should check it out with a press of enter. I'm on a... Oh. Oh? This is an ID card. Sergeant Bruce Goodman, ID number 5842189. See? Well, isn't scientific investigation useful? I should do this more often. It's almost like looking at things helps. I guess, though I don't see what science has to do with it. Goodman's ID, investigator's ID card, found at prosecutor's office crime scene. Let's be sure to examine every piece of evidence we find. Yeah, I'm totally going to start doing that. I guess I've got to be on my toes from now on. Whoa, there's evidence you can look at? No way. Oh, I can't examine the terminal. This is not sheer. Look, a door. It's pretty. Let's catch it. This must mean something. I'm not sure that doors mean anything. No, it won't open. A mysterious lock. I failed to see what's mysterious about it. Mr. Wright, you need to learn to enjoy life more. Wow. Savage. Let's finish our investigation first, shall we? I'm prepared. I'm ready for the step-ladder argument. Here we go. Aha! A ladder. That's a step-ladder. What's the difference? In scientific terms, please. Scientific, huh? Look at the basic nature of the thing, Mr. Wright. This all seems so horribly familiar somehow. Oh, you're in for a world of deja vu. Oh, a phone. Here, a phone. Let's see if it works. Hey, don't touch stuff we don't need to be touching. I can't hear anything. My ears! No, my ears! Maybe it's due to the barometric pressure. What is she babbling about? What is bro waffling about? Hey, what did you just say? See, you can hear just fine. The phone's broken. This wall is in our way. It's got a faucet for water. Wait, I know. This wall is merely a facade hiding the truth. This is no wall, but a water tank. I fail to see how it makes any difference either way. An oil drum. Looks like it's filled with water. It's heavy. I can't even budge it because it's an oil drum full of water. The drum over here is on its side. Wait, I know. I'll hide in here and do a stakeout. I think you'll probably just get arrested. In fact, you may not even have to hide in the drum to get arrested. What? I'm not suspicious. You wish. Door. This is where the cars leave the lot. The arrow on the ground makes it look like more like an entrance. What are you talking about? It's plainly an exit. Well, maybe it's both. Kind of a dual purpose? Aha! The theory of relativity. No? No? What? I gotta write this down. Aha! Hey, Mr. Wright. Maybe you know. Maybe Mr. Relative... Was Mr. Relativity German? Or was he British? He was Austrian. Mr. Relativity? Are you sure that was his name? At least I think he was Austrian. Oh! Look! A stylish glass walled room. Very nice. You could see the whole parking lot from in there. It says security. Perhaps it's a cafe. Huh? Cafe security. Yeah, that must be it. Let's check it out later. It's... Okay. I hate to break it to you, but I think that's probably just a security guard office. You know, I scored a 97 in my science test the other day. Too bad, they don't have a test for common sense. Door. What's this? Okay. That's everything. I guess Right and Co. That's... Here we go. Here, see this? Ah, I've noticed that the defense attorneys have a tendency to want to show people things. Hey! I mean, she's right, but hey! What is this? A behavioral study of lawyers? Okay. I guess we move to the detention center. Or not. I guess it's back to the underground parking lot. Oh, I can slide. Oh, yep. Sometimes I forget that. Yo, what is this chalk outline? What's this? Well, no time to waste. Let's get hunting for clues. I wonder what this is. Well, partner, looks like you got no intention of going home quietly. Oh, it's him. Again. Shaving. The sheriff. That's his name now. Like I said before, this here's our claim. You'd best be moseying along, unless you're fixing to bite the bullet. That's... Pretty sure that's a different idiom, but okay. Could you just tell us one thing? Who owns that car? Well, the little filly's got a good nose on her. You want to know who rides that red Mustang with a body and or saddle, huh? Please? No problem, partner. About time for victuals anyway. Get yourself to the saloon up on the 12th floor of the prosecutor's office. Prospector's office? Silly me. Might just find a Curvesa. Oh. Might just find a Curvesa you like. Prospector's office? Where does this guy think he is? And when, for that matter? Note to self. Look up Fiddle's Saloon at Curvesa. I think I'm gonna have to look up Curvesa. Maybe we should check out room 1202, the High Prosecutor's office. Of course it's the prosecutor's office. In any case, stay away from the car. You can look around here all you like, just keep your paws off our claim. Right. Great. I'm gonna look at the car. Great! Maybe there's some clues around here, Mr. Height. Let's check it out. Excuse me? Were you two all set? Us? Who the? What's this? She couldn't be. You're selling lunches here? This is a crime scene. Dun, 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 dun. Hello? Half and half, was it? Oh, thanks? And you, sir? Yes? Some crunchy goodness coming at you. Thanks. Interesting way of doing business. This area is off limits to anyone without clearance, especially passers-by. Or are you officers? No, but you don't exactly look like the type to have clearance. Well, that's hardly a way to greet someone, even if my days as the cough-up queen are over. Cough up? Huh? You know, I'm feeling kind of full. Maybe I'll pass on the lunch. I'm quite connected to this case, you see. The images are burned into my eyes, you might say. Yes, all the sordid secrets. Secrets? Dear me, you are a slow one, aren't you? I'm referring to the murder, the stabbing of that detective. What? A witness clearly saw me committing the crime. Oh, it was her. You mean you're the witness my sister was talking about? Please, cough up queen, tell us what happened. The name is Angel Starr. Don't you go forgetting it. Or before you know it, I'll have you whimpering at my heels. Oh, Dommy Mommy, okay, okay. I am... Yes, ma'am. Yipes, she means it. Oh, I can't slide. Oh. Darn. Okay. I guess I'll have to hate her. Yay! Somebody validating my opinion. Oh, that explains the title of Cough Up Queen then. Okay. I gotta talk. The case. Somehow I knew. Yesterday was a day of destiny. Destiny 2. I'm just kidding. I knew something was going to happen. Just like I know the daily special on Friday every week is salmon. Ooh, salmon. Destiny? Was yesterday special for some reason? You're a defense attorney, right? You should know that. Then, you should know the foul misdeeds of the evil ones who haunt this den of inequity. Whoa. Evil ones? Prosecutors, they have no qualms at all about blackening the name of innocence. And yesterday, they paid homage to the most evil one of all. They gave an award for King of Prosecutors. What a farce. So she's saying... There was some sort of prosecutors' convention yesterday. I was almost compelled to lace their lunches with something foul. Do you have a personal grievance against prosecutors or something? Or is there some kind of scientific evidence of this, evil? Young miss, mock me at your own risk. You'll soon find out why they call me the Cough-Up Queen. You. The most heinous of all the evil ones, the one they awarded yesterday. It was in his car they found the body. Proof that he devours the evilest lunches of all. Really? Really what? I'm totally confused. One thing's clear, this lunch lady has a thing against prosecutors. What you witnessed. So, what exactly was it that you witnessed, Miss Starr? It was a fascinating spectacle, to be sure. I now feel I know what they say when they talk about a woman's wrath. To see Lana Skye wielding that knife so. Her knife flashed in anger, bringing him to a sad end. It was truly a sight to see. You mean you saw the very moment of the crime? The sound of his silvery ties to this world being cruelly cut still rings in my ears. And the rhythmic beat of Lana Skye's knife. Wait a second, you know Lana Skye? Of course I... It's quite become a feat, becoming chief prosecutor. How many lunch boxes of sin did she pack to make that journey, I wonder? Lunch boxes of sin? What? This woman makes no sense to me. She always travels light. Now, why would this pretty lunch lady know the chief prosecutor's name? Angel. I can be your Angel, I can be your devil. Could we ask you a bit about yourself, Miss Starr? I come here every day to sell lunches. I import only the freshest and best from the Far East. For some reason, the box lunches are quite a For some reason, the box lunches are a hit here. Why not make the lunches here rather than import them? Did you say something? No? Only true connoisseurs can understand. Ugh. Ugh. I think it's the heads that really did that for me. The kind you can only tell someone who has The kind you can only tell someone has tried General Tso's Trilobite lunch set? What? General Tso's Trilobite lunch set. Ah, never mind. You win. I don't even want to appreciate part of a Trilobite's flavor. Yum. Oh, yippee, my favorite. Anyway, I come here every day to sell lunches. My boyfriend works in the security room here at the prosecutor's office. Your boyfriend? See the security room over there? The glass-walled booth? I sell my lunches, and since I'm here anyway, I drop in to see him. Since you're here anyway, I guess selling lunches is more important than romance. So, to scientifically analyze the data available so far, you, Miss Starr, are a lunch vendor with an ulterior motive for coming here. Useful analysis. Hot. Did you have a bad experience with a prosecutor, Miss Starr? I sense some hostility. Hostility? Ha! Perhaps. Prosecutors are all alike, and the bigger they get, the worse they smell. Kind of like a 10-day-old clams in the chowder. Ew. I wonder if Miss Starr was involved in some sort of legal trouble in the past. That'd be a sure cause of food poisoning, scientifically speaking, of course. I mean, now you're talking, cough-up queen. I thought she was just a lunch vendor, but now I'm not so sure. About this card. Lunchland vendors only accept cash, no cards. Especially not a card belonging to someone else. No, this isn't a credit card. It's an ID card. It belongs to a detective. And you're showing this to me, the lunch lady. Why? That's like showing a fine honeyed ham to a detective. Why do I always feel like I'm being mocked? Because you are, Phoenix. Because you are. Well, I guess that's everything here. Oh, hi, prosecutor's office. Oh my gosh, it's Edgeworth's office. This is the kind of room that just screams, I can do the job. That's because he can. Quite a change from your office, really. Wow. Wow. Thanks. Hey, look, there's a trophy or something here. A trophy? What, that shield? It takes real nerve to display stuff like this. Whoever's office this is, that must be they must be a real stuck-up jerk. Phoenix Wright. You never tire of prying into other people's business, do you? That voice! It's him! Long time no see, Edgeworth. Huh? Ah! Mr. Edgeworth! You know him from somewhere? Of course! I'm his biggest fan! Oh no. My sister introduced us once and... Right. Her sister is the chief prosecutor after all. Well, what brings you here? I'll warn you, I've been known to be a real stuck-up jerk. No, did I? No. It was just Mr. Right here, Hey! Don't blame me! We're just here to investigate a murder case. Murder? That body was found in this nasty bright red sports car in the parking lot. Isn't that Edgeworth's car? Now that I remember. That would be my car. What of it? What? Your car? I'll say one thing. She certainly can scream. My, what an amazing bouquet! Just right for Mr. Edgeworth. No kidding. Hey, there's a card on it. Back from the dead. Wendy. Wendy? I've heard that name somewhere before. Yeah, that sounds familiar. And beside it, a giant steel samurai. Oh yeah! Wow, I want one. Huh? There's something written on the bottom of his foot. Between a rock and a hard place. Wendy. Wendy? Is she Miss... Oh. I think we're having stream problems. Okay. There we go. We should be back online. Sorry about that. Okay. And we're back. Wendy, is she Mr. Edgeworth's fiance? No, is this a side-on situation? Oh, her. I don't think so. I forgot about Old Bag. Tea. Ooh, cute. What a pretty tea set. I got more for the instant tea bags, I go for more for the instant tea bags myself. Amazing! The drawer below is filled with packets of tea leaves. Of course he's extra. They're all sorted by place of origin and flavor. Look at this royal blend! What an exquisitely splendid concoction. There's such a thing as taking a hobby too far. Whoa, what a view! It must be nice to have an office on the 12th floor. I guess you would feel important. Incidentally, were you to jump out this window, the time until impact with the ground would be... Got it! Approximately 3.23 seconds. Okay. Yes, Wendy Oldbag. I forgot about her. I completely forgot about Wendy Oldbag. Anyhow, which is funny due to the fact that you get to know her, considering the fact that she's... I do not. I refuse to ship Wendy and Miles. But that's because I'm the type who ships Phoenix and Miles. Anywho. Got it. Approximately 30.23 seconds. That's handy to know. A work desk. It's quite tidy, as one might expect. What a nice desk. Easy to use and easy on the eyes. It's polished so well I can see my own reflection. Strange. Why did I just picture Detective Gumshoe? Maybe I'll take that name plaque as a souvenir. Don't. He'll sue you. Hey, a chessboard! I'm not too up on my chess, but it looks like blue's in a bit of a tight spot. The red knights have surrounded the blue pawn. Huh? Those horses are mounted knights. Their swords have really sharp edges. And check out that poor pawn, his head is kind of spiky. Blue? Oh my gosh. Like, rude blue, oh my gosh. Wait. Mr. Edgeworth must be an avid chess player. What's wrong, Mr. White? Edges surrounding a pawn with spiky hair. Wait a second. Whoa, wait a second. What? Where is this going? Mr. Edgeworth has such a comfy sofa. Sofas like this make me want to curl up and take a nap. He custom built a chess set to be him versus Phoenix, truly. bet he pores over his case files here until the wee hours of the morning. Then he takes off his jacket, rolls up his sleeves, and goes to sleep using his arms as a pillow. What a vivid imagination. I don't believe it. She's actually daydreaming about Edgeworth working. I bet in the morning he has sofa hair and little creases in his cheek from the seams. Emma is still reading Edgeworth's Day because Emma is, I think she's obsessed. Just a hunch here, chat. Just a hunch here, chat. I think Emma Sky is obsessed with Miles Edgeworth. Just like, yeah, average Ace Attorney fan. Truly. He's so cool. Sofa hair is cool? I've been wondering, what the heck is this? It has a big K on it. Of prosecutors. Huh? What's that? It's the King of Prosecutors trophy. It actually is King of Prosecutors. Oh my gosh. It's a great honor. They send the shield to the best prosecutor each year. And of course it's Miles. Of course it's Miles. What? So? So that K, that's... K stands for King? Yeah, you got a problem with that. I didn't design the thing. King of Prosecutors. Kind of like Employee of the Month, only better! Or King of Fighters! And this is actually where I switch the stream and turn on King of Fighters, which I do not own. So that's the King of Prosecutors shield, huh? Almost said King of Fighters again. I've got fighting games on the mind, apparently. Well done, Edgeworth. You must be proud to be the King of Prosecutors. Congratulations, King of Prosecutors! Please stop saying that. It does, and I really do want to try it out sometime. I'm broke. Anywho. Why is the tip of the shield broken off? Wait. Why? Of course there's a character named King in King of Apparently I'm mixing up these two things. I almost said King of Prosecutors for King of Fighters, and I almost said King of Fighters for King of Prosecutors earlier. Anywho, I should just stop talking. Wow, this jacket is even lacier than his usual ones. This must be his lucky trial jacket. Lucky jacket, right, I've never seen him wear it. I'm sure there's a story behind why it's in a frame. Maybe I'll be naughty and take a picture. She's getting way too excited about this. Is that everything? Oh yeah, the books. Whoa, these are all case files? They're stacked up to the ceiling. There's even a ladder. Odd. I thought Edgeworth wasn't good with heights. He must have someone get them for him. Oh, there we go. Strange. Why did I just picture Detective Gumshoe? He must study these case reports so closely. He's so cool. You wouldn't say that if you saw him sweating bullets up on that ladder. Now that would be funny to see. Okay, now to actually talk to Edgeworth. Sorry about that. The case. So, the body was found in your car? Go ahead, say it right. You think I did it, don't you? After you went through all that trouble to help me last year, no less. No, we don't think you did it. I mean, it was my sister who stabbed him. Oh, wait, no, she didn't do that. I mean... Wait. So you're the chief prosecutor's little sister, then? Yes, Emma Sky. It's nice to meet you again. Now that didn't sound forced at all. Ah, now I remember. You've really grown. I'll admit it. It was a surprise for me, too. To think that my own car would become the scene of a murder. More surprising still, I'm being forced to prove my superior's guilt. Oh, he's the prosecutor? I can understand. Wait, what did you say? Anna Sky is the chief prosecutor, the top prosecutor in the district. She can't prosecute herself, so I'll be the prosecutor at the trial tomorrow. You, Mr. Edgeworth. To be honest, it's a bit of a miracle I'm still here at all. What do you mean? Rumors. You've heard the rumors about me, haven't you? Miles Edgeworth. It's hard to remember a time when there weren't rumors about this guy. Forging evidence, arranging false testimony, illegal searches, you name it. Such as updating the case file in the middle of the trial. I will still never forgive him for that. I will never forgive him for that. Thanks to you, my innocence was established in that trial at the end of last year. However, there are still some who say I'm the one responsible for the current incident. What? That's crazy. Some people need very little excuse to think ill of others. It's a fact of life, impossible to stop. But some of them even go so far as to present me with toys like this. They think it's funny. Toys? That bronze shield? There's got to be a story behind that one. Lana Sky. Chief Prosecutor Sky. Yes, we first worked together on a case 2 years ago. It was my first big case. That's right, I remember. 2 years ago. I wasn't even a lawyer yet. Since then, I've always felt that she was looking out there for me. It appears I was mistaken. Mistaken? Why? I mean, I know she's not the warmest person, but I'm sure she felt some responsibility for you. Then, why? Why did she stab someone in the trunk of my car? Not only that, she stabbed him with my knife. What? Mr. Edgeworth, your knife was the murder weapon? To be specific, it was the knife I keep in my toolbox in the trunk of my car. Edgeworth's knife added to the court record. The murder weapon usually in Edgeworth's toolbox. Traces of victim's blood. No prints. Edgeworth. What? Are you sure you didn't do it? Come on, he can't take a joke. You have a strange sense of humor, Mr. Wright. Nope, that's the wrong one. Here we go. Say, Edgeworth, I was wondering about this. Mr. Wright? Huh? What? Are you sure you should be showing that to Mr. Edgeworth? Oh, he'll take it for sure, won't he? I wish I could be on the same side as Mr. Edgeworth. But then my sister would be found guilty. If she sighs any deeper, I'm going to start getting depressed. Well... I guess let's go to the detention center? Okay. Okay. Talk. Here, see this? Ah, I've noticed that the defense attorneys have a tendency... Oh, it's the same thing. What is this? A behavioral study of lawyers? Okay, I guess let's move back to... It's against my policy to discuss evidence with the defense, especially with you. Doesn't like you much, does he, Mr. Wright? No, with Edgeworth, it's never personal. It's all about winning tomorrow. This is a certified Edgeworth moment. Anything? No? Okay. Ooh. I guess I can present the knife to her. Could you take a look at this? You! Yes? You said you wanted some hot tea, right? No, but thanks. She didn't even look at me. You must have to brew the leaves a long time to get rich flavor like this. We pre-infuse the leaves with steam before brewing. I knew it! So that's the secret to their aroma. Exquisite. The only thing I'm smelling here is wasted time. Nope. Yep, it's the same thing. What if I do this? A defense attorney must be able to fight. How about you? Do you think you can win? How about tackling Lunchland's Pickles Supreme Lunchbox? Wow, it's really crunchy. A box of pickles? Kind of a sad lunch if you ask me. I think you already know what I'm thinking of. So, man, I really want pickles now. Oh, frick, I have a craving for pickles now. I don't know. I guess we go back up here. Talk. Okay. Here, see that? Oh, it's the same thing. Okay, so that's everything here. Lana Sky hasn't moved back, hasn't gone back. I'm stuck, darn it. I guess... I'm sorry, Edgeworth. I once dreamed of being a defense attorney a long time ago. What? You wanted to be a defense attorney, Mr. Edgeworth? Yet, my path is laid out clearly before me. I have no time to reflect on what might have been. Say, Edgeworth, I was wondering about the... Oh, yeah. So, basically, this says you were the best of the best last year, huh? You can take the foolish grin elsewhere, right? I lost a day of work to receive that travesty. Huh? Why's that? I had to go to the police department to receive that broken shield. The police department? Yes, right next to the police station downtown. You've been there, haven't you? Where Detective Gumshoe works? Yeah. I was wondering something about your shield. Why is it broken? What does it matter? I've got more important things to worry about. He looks so sheepish in this sort of pose. Oh, right. He doesn't seem too concerned about his award, for better or for worse. Yesterday was a very busy day for the prosecutor's office. Maybe I should ask him more about yesterday. The day of the crime. He's trying his best. I'll give it to them then. I'll give it to him then. Could you tell me more about yesterday, the day of the murder? Yesterday was the annual cleaning day at the prosecutor's office. Cleaning day? Working with the police department, we sort and file all evidence for solved cases. We call it evidence transferal. Wiping your hands full of cases, in other words. Oh, and another thing. A ceremony was held at the police department. There's an annual review and awards for outstanding police officers and prosecutors. And that's when you got the shield. I was at the police department yesterday afternoon. I got back here at 5:12. That's very precise. People like myself and Mr. Edgeworth pride ourselves on our precision, Mr. Wright. No, I place little faith in my memory. The only thing I trust is solid evidence. Edgeworth parking stub added to the court record. That's gonna be useful. I can already tell. This is a parking stub from the underground lot. The murder took place around 5:15. So the murder happened right after you got back. What, right? I'd appreciate if you'd direct that suspicious glare elsewhere. Who? Excuse me, but is Mr. Edgeworth, anywhere on the premise? I'm Edgeworth. What is it? I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I've got your report, sir. Report? What? Did you find new evidence in the case against Chief Prosecutor Sky? I don't like the way this conversation is going at all. Sky, sir? No, sir! No name of that kind, sir. Not in this report, sir. Huh? I think I just heard Edgeworth's lid blow. Mr. Edgeworth's lid isn't on very tight, is it? I made a clear request to the police department, did I not? I need to focus on the trial tomorrow, so don't bring me anything unrelated. Sir, I'm just following orders, sir. They told me to bring this to you. I wasn't aware of the particulars of your arrangement with us, sir. Give me your name. Yes, sir. Meekins, sir. Officer Meekins. Right. Officer Meekins. Take a report and leave. And good luck with that raise next month. But sir, I didn't know. Poor guy. Looks like he was absent on the day they gave out brains and good luck. Right. Yes, sir? Guy, caught me off guard. As you can see, I'm busy. You may leave now. Let's do what he says, Mr. Wright. The victim was a detective from the same department as the patrolman just now. Go down to the police department. You can ask more there. Thanks. He seems to have finally calmed down at least. Bang, bang, dum, dum. Police department, here we go. It's him! It's him! It's the Blue Badger! We're finally here. Why would they put the police department so far away from the prosecutor's office? Beats me, that took almost 30 minutes by taxi. Traffic wasn't even that bad. The police department, huh? I've only been to criminal affairs next door. Hold on, what's that? Disturbing. Why does it undulate like that? Oh wait, I know. This is the Blue Badger. They're trying to make him the police mascot. Wow, Mr. Wright, you sure know a lot about the police. Still, he does seem familiar somehow. Forget the Blue Badger. Who's that next to him? The Blue Badger again! Haha, I fooled you all! Someone appears to be dancing with the Blue Badger? Uh-oh, he noticed me. He sure is running over here fast. Hey, pal! What are you doing here? That's my line, Detective Gumshoe. Specifically, why were you dancing over there? What? Well, at least he doesn't seem to be busy. This is our chance to get information. Hey! I'll have you know I'm a busy man, pal. Sorry, a very busy man. I was wondering about that. What? The Dancing Blue Badger? It's my masterpiece. You made this, Detective Gumshoe? The chief threw together some designs and I just did my thing, pal. Nice work. It's battery powered, so it can go anywhere. There's no switch, so it just dances until the batteries die. You should fix that, dude. That's actually a safety hazard. Poor Blue Badger, fated to dance until he drops. This is part of the court record. Beautiful. Look, that patrolman is saluting the other guy. He must be a detective. And then I said, hey, you do that, your soup will get cold, buddy. That's hilarious, sir. I laughed so hard I cried. I guess he wasn't saluting, he was wiping tears from his eyes. They make a good pair. The detectives in there look busy. Just imagine right now, behind those doors, a police drama in action. Somehow the thought fails to excite me. I always get excited when I come to a police station. Why is that? It just feels like I've jumped into a movie. Huh? You know, with all the police and criminals. Well, I don't know if this is all that exciting. Sure it is. Look at those two officers right there. They're probably talking about the latest bust, or cold soup. Funny, I thought they were talking about the weather. What's this? The banner here is announcing the crime-fighting campaign. Nice slogan. I wonder if they'll be selling fingerprinting sets. Ooh, I don't think it's that kind of campaign. What family wouldn't want a set at home? A not normal family, I guess. I mean, I want a fingerprinting set. That sounds cool. It's good for finding out who snuck into the cookie jar. Ooh, true. I think most families can figure that out without the extra help. Oh. Mr. Wright, do you know why patrol cars are painted black and white? No idea. Why? Well, I think they're designed after a panda. A panda? Not that I have scientific proof. It's just a theory. A game theory! Thanks for watching. Do you mind me asking how you came up with that theory? It was when I was on a school trip. I saw a patrol car and it came to me. We just had been at the zoo, see? What about zebras? Or did they not have those at your zoo? The usual wanted posters are hanging up on the bulletin board here. Do you know this face? If you do, dial 911. You know, Mr. Wright, I've always thought it was kind of funny. I've never seen anyone who looked like the people in these posters. They hardly even look human. She has a point. No, he's got a point. I'll give you one word of advice, pal. You better not agree to defend the suspect in this case. Too late. Why not? Huh? Well, it's just that the chief prosecutor has confessed to the crime. She says she summoned the detective to the prosecutor's office and she killed him. But what if she's not telling the truth? Yes, well, no. Come on, pal. There's plenty of evidence against her. But what if the evidence was faked? Hey, pal, can I speak to you for a second? Huh? Me? Why is that little girl so peeved at me? She's a relative of the suspect. She's Lana Sky's sister. Whoa, the chief prosecutor's little sister? Just please investigate this case carefully, okay? Scientifically. Yes, sir. Oh, by the way, you might want to keep your voices down. You don't want to be overheard using words like faked. Huh? It's a sensitive issue with us these days. Gumshoe theme is really nice, yeah. So, what are you doing here, Detective Gumshoe? Me? Well, nothing, really. They kicked me out of criminal affairs. Detective Gumshoe, what did you do this time? What do you mean, this time? Then, what happened? I know things are busy right now. I mean, with my sister's case and all. It's true, we've never had a chief prosecutor murder anyone before. Only the highest ranked people are being let into criminal affairs now. The lowest ranking guy in there is our chief of detectives. They're not letting any of us rank and file detectives in at all. None of you? I know this is an important trial, but isn't that a little odd? So anyway, I thought I'd spend the day getting the badger dance down, Pat. Isn't there anything else you could be doing? The chief of police himself is directing this investigation, pal. An officer marshal was assigned to the underground parking lot. Officer Marshall. Now that I think about it, Emma did seem to know that Marshall guy. Patrolman in charge of a crime scene. It's unheard of, pal! Hey, that's it! That's the King of Prosecutors Award that Mr. Edgeworth got yesterday. Were you at the awards ceremony, Detective Gumshoe? Of course, pal. I got an award for diligence myself. Ah, congratulations. I was wondering, why is the award a shield? And why is it broken? Oh, there's a reason. I'll tell you what it is later. Apparently, he's forgotten. But I was proud of Mr. Edgeworth for winning the award. Even with all the naysayers in the prosecutor's office. Naysayers? Must be because of the rumors. Found in Mr. Edgeworth's car, stabbed with Mr. Edgeworth's knife, huh? What would drive Chief Prosecutor Sky to do such a thing? Wait, I didn't mean... I mean, sure, of course someone else really did it. Someone who must have had a grudge against Mr. Edgeworth. The car and the knife do seem a little too well organized to be a coincidence. Yeah... Poor Mr. Edgeworth. What could have happened? I have to find out a little more about what's going on with Edgeworth. Oh, yeah. Detective Gumshoe, what can you tell me about this? Huh? Hey, pal, this is the detective's ID card. You can't just keep that. You have to turn it into the police. It's people like you that get me into so much trouble all the time. Meaning Detective Gumshoe must drop his card a lot. Let's see. Bruce Goodman. Goodman. Sounds familiar. Nah, my mistake. But didn't you work together with him in criminal affairs? Whoa! Now I remember. Bruce Goodman. He's the victim. That's what I thought. Can you tell us more, Detective Gumshoe? So, this ID card belonged to the victim? He was a detective like myself. Detective Bruce Goodman. Don't you think it's strange? I mean, why would the victim's ID card be lying on the ground where we found it? Well, Detective Goodman should have been at the police department yesterday. There was an evidence transferal for a case he handled 2 years ago. Evidence transferal. Mr. Edgeworth mentioned that too. But Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. Well, that's the thing. It's hard to say this, but word is that Chief Prosecutor Sky called him out there to the parking lot, and Lana's confessing as much. He's in a tough spot again. Again? Oh yeah, I forgot. Gotta love the DSL-6. Not a DSL. DL6, I think. Bird Blue, what is the case trial? The DL6 incident? I don't remember. I seem to have forgotten. Well, it all started with that murder of the defense. DSL Archimer, yeah. Okay, so I was right. It's DL6. Okay. DSL Archimer incident. Accidentally flashbanged somebody one time. Not very fun. Well, it all started with the murder of that defense attorney, Hammond. Forgot about Hammond. But Mr. Edgeworth was found innocent. Yeah, I know, I forgot DL6, even though Polly said I can't. Listen, pal, there have always been rumors about Mr. Edgeworth. Forging evidence, making deals with witnesses. Nothing outright, but there were always whispered rumors. Ever since he was accused of murder, no one's whispering. They're practically shouting. But there's no evidence against him. Well, Mr. Edgeworth has always had unusually strong ties to the department higher-ups. It's only natural that people would be suspicious. I had no idea who was under the gun. Anyway, this latest case has started a new rumor. People say the only reason he took this case is because he's aiming for the chief prosecutor position himself. What? But I know the truth, pal. Nobody wants to be the one who has to prosecute the chief prosecutor. Mr. Edgeworth is biting the bullet on this one. He's doing this for all of us. That's all I know about that. I'm not officially on the case, you know? Thank you. Why aren't you handling the case, Detective Gumshoe? We met the guy who is. What was his name? The guy in the parking lot. That'd be Officer Marshall. He was appointed directly by the chief of police. Officer Marshall. Is he some kind of Wild West sheriff or something? No, Jake Marshall is just a regular officer from West Los Angeles. For a moment there, I wasn't sure. Look, pal, let me try to make things a little easier for you. Show them this, and they'll let you examine the crime scene. Maybe. What does that say? Something about $20. Detective Gumshoe's letter of introduction added to the court record. I'll be surprised if this gets us anywhere. Just act like you're supposed to be there, and nobody will look at you twice, pal. To the underground parking lot. Looks like the investigation is still going on. Have to be getting back to the shop. Sorry, looks like I'll be stuck in this pit till the sun sleeps. I'll see you in my dreams tonight then, baby. Oh, still here. Hello. Why the surprising looks? Didn't I mention? I've got a boyfriend in criminal affairs too. What happened to the security guard? Hey, what's wrong, Bambina? You're looking like a doggy that's lost its herd. A doji? I don't know. There's one G. I live in the West and I don't even know how to pronounce that. Jake Marshall. Strange guy to put in charge of a crime scene. Would you mind reading this for me? What's this? I warn you, fan letters to me go right into the spittoon. It's a letter of introduction from Detective Gumshoe. May we investigate? Gumshoe? Ah, that old cow dog? You holding a birthday party or something? Huh? Look, where it should say letter of introduction, it says invitation. Ah, I think he just miswrote it. Wait, why am I getting all defensive here? Because you're a defense attorney. No worries, this proves it's from Detective Gumshoe. Better than a blood test. Guess I'd better let you in then. Thank you, Officer Marshall. Oh, that's right. He's a patrolman, not a detective. Which reminds me. Hey, wait a sec. Isn't a crime scene supposed to be handled by a detective or higher? Well, folks, the clues are calling. Welcome to our gold strike. Feel like the settler? Strike out for lands unknown. Manifest destiny? Let's have a hootenanny. Okay, I think it's supposed to be like doggy, but dogie? Dogie. Dogie. Let's have a hootenanny. Note to self, place investigations are like settling land. Manifest destiny, everybody. Manifest destiny. Oh, Mr. Wright, what do you say? I say I won't be needing this anymore. Detective Gumshoe's letter of introduction crumpled and discarded. I'm really liking these court record things now. These are funny. Okay. The victim. Officer Marshall, could you tell us more about the victim? Good men always die young. Remember that, partner. Could you be more specific? Bruce Goodman. He was a detective, right? Well, well, aren't you a feisty doggy there? Detective Goodman was stabbed here at 5:15. The smiling Madonna told me the tale. I think he means the witness, Miss Angel Starr. Oh, I'm glad, because these are really funny. One stabbed at the chest, a fine piece of work. This here's the autopsy report. Oh, finally. Let's hope it doesn't get updated. Oh, an hour and a half. Was my sister involved with the victim in any way? Funny you should mention that, Bambino. Chief Prosecutor Sky and Detective Goodman had nothing in common at all. Nothing in common. They apparently worked together on a case a few years back, so there's no motive. Goodman wasn't a particularly gifted detective. That's one reason why he didn't do much work with the chief prosecutor. But my sister called the victim here on the day of the murder, right? Here to this parking lot. This case has a different... okay, so this is technically... So this was made after the other two games in the trilogy, then. Okay. That's why it feels so different. That makes a lot of sense. So it seems. Oh, for the English version. Okay. So it seems like calling unarmed man... Wait. So it seems like calling an unarmed man to a shootout at high noon. Marshall. I don't mean any offense, but... Officer Marshall, you're a patrolman, right? Not a detective. You calling me out? They shoot you for that in Texas. Pretty sure they don't? I'm gonna be honest, I don't know Texas law. Huh? I was one of them fancy shoot detectives till 2 years ago, to tell you the truth. Oh, really? Now he tells me. But you're a patrolman now, so how can you be in charge of a crime scene? Nothing gets by you, does it, Bambina? So, why are you in charge? Oh, wait. That was the wrong accent. I'm sorry, Phoenix. No reason. We're just short on hands right now. I'm keeping an eye out in the meantime. That's odd, though. Detective Gumshoe was saying he had nothing to do. Nothing important, at least. He's nothing but a sad old cow dog that can't find his tail. Maybe it's because he runs with that Edgeworth, eh? Edgeworth? That cow dog's been kicked out of his cattle run by order of the chief of police. Just, he don't realize it yet. Detective Gumshoe kicked out of the investigation? Alright, compadre, count to 3. Huh? You gotta do that if you're gonna draw evidence on someone. That's what we do in Texas. Remind me to never visit Texas. Yes, I can actually investigate more stuff. Okay. This appears to be the car where the body was found. It looks like the lock in the trunk is busted. The crime took place in the underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car. Quite a luxury car. It just screams, I have money to burn. It's because Edgeworth does. Yeah, prosecutors get the big bucks. Oh yeah, this. This looks like a cell phone. Scientific analysis would suggest this belonged to the victim. I can't think of anyone else it could belong to. What's so scientific about that? Should we check it out? Check it out. Right, let's check it out. This phone's still on the redial screen. The redial screen. Redial? Not redial. Mr. Wright, most phones keep a record of all the calls you've made and received. You just press the blue button to display the last number you called. Convenient, isn't it? I'm surprised you didn't know about that. Sorry to disappoint you, but even I know about things like redial. Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. It's just, you never know with people from your generation. Whatever, let's check this phone out. Now to see who the owner of this phone called last. Note to self, a defense attorney doesn't think first, he just pushes the button. Beep. I bet this is Edgeworth. Hey, that song! I know that! Hey, what's going on over here? Sorry. I see you, partner. You pressed redial on that phone there, didn't you? Well, yeah. Whose phone is this anyway? It was on the ground over there. Whose is it? That belongs to Chief Prosecutor Scott. What? It's my sister's? She apparently dropped it when she was taken into custody right after the crime. Look, the last call was made right here when the murder occurred. Looks like she was fixing to call someone. Except she only spoke for a few seconds according to this. Who did she call? No idea. Sorry, partner. Now I got a question for you, partner. I heard a phone ring just now. One of those newfangled ringtones. Oh. I'm sorry, that was my phone. What? Huh? What? Your phone? Yeah, it's kind of strange, but someone called me right as we picked up the other phone. A wrong number. Wait, that's Phoenix's ringtone? I think that's even funnier. I hope you're not lying. They shoot you for that in Texas, partner. Uh-oh. I've incited the wrath of the Lone Star Patrolman. Cell phone enters the court record. So if the murder was at 5:15, and the call was made at 5:18, then in all reality it only took her 2 minutes to kill the guy. That feels like it's a really short amount of time to kill somebody, but I've never killed somebody, so I can't say that. Anyway. This rope, is it? Yep, they laid it out. They laid it in the outline of the victim's body. So, wait, the victim must have died when the killer closed the trunk on him. You have got to be the only person I know that would come to that conclusion. Yeah, A block. This is the area reserved for prosecutors. Defense attorneys are relegated to B block. I dream of the day when I'll be able to park my car here. I'll go over to the B block to buy my hamburgers from you, Mr. Wright. I'm not planning on giving up my job that soon. speed block is through here. That's where that's where visitors park. I can see the Lunchland car over there, far in the distance. Hey, you're right. I like the cute design on the door. I can see a cartoon cow munching down on a juicy-looking steak. Cannibalism, yay. Doesn't that strike you as a little creepy? Just don't think too deeply about it and you'll be fine. Also, is this... This is Officer Marshall's theme, isn't it? Because this is a cool one. I like it. Okay. Ah, here we go. So, there's no connection between Detective Goodman and my sister? That's correct, but there's a gold mine of evidence against her. And the prospector tomorrow is none other than Edgeworth himself. I'm afraid your sister's fate is decided, Bambino. Many condolences. Officer Marshall. Yeah, Bambino? How can you say that? You and my sister, you were... Is there something between this cop and her sister that I don't know about? There's so much stuff happening here, I'm confused. I apologize, Bambino. Something must have gotten to me. Maybe it's that dry wind that's blowing through the prospector's office. Dry wind or ill will, someone's up to something here. Who? Office atmosphere. Suspicions about Mr. Edgeworth have been flying around for nearly 2 years now. Forged evidence and arranging testimonies, you mean? He was unbeatable because he did whatever it took to win. Unbeatable, that is, until he met you. But rumors are just rumors, aren't they? These are prosecutors we're talking about. Evidence is everything to them. If you follow the rumors about Edgeworth to the source, you'll find one person. But they're off limits. Untouchable, you might say. One person? Who? Hate to say this, but it's your sister, Bambino. Chief Prospector, Lana Sky. What? My sister? Edgeworth Grunt Russell hauled those cattle by himself. Some people load their guns with bolts. Some people load them with deal. What? You're saying Edgeworth was making deals to win trials? Where there's gunshots, there's bound to be bullets. That's what the old-timers say. There's a big old secret hidden around here somewhere. Everyone knows it. Is that why Detective Gumshoe was taken off the case? Did they target him because he was closest to Edgeworth? No. Of course he's already gone. That's the wrong one. Move. Oh, yeah. Oh. Here we go. Oh. Back to this again. Oh, same thing. What's that? Some sort of police passport? This is Detective Goodman's ID card, strangely enough. We found it a good distance away from the crime scene. Good distance? In this riot hole? If you want distance, get yourself to Texas. Texas. This is a tiny little crime scene in a tiny little town with tiny little evidence. What difference does a few yards make, compadre? Note to self, if you encounter suspicious evidence, think of Texas. There's no better way to study than to hang out with pros. Okay. Ah, a toy shield. Suits the boy well. What exactly could you shield with that? A toy knot, maybe? Officer Marshall, don't you have anything good to say about Mr. Edgeworth? You don't like him, right? We get the point. You know, when I was a detective, I got one of these. Let me guess. Did it have a K for King of Detectives on it? Hey, they could use the same shield over. Hey, they could use the same shield over and over again. Note to self: the prosecutor's office in criminal affairs are surprisingly cheap. You know, they've gotten cheaper with every passing year, I tell you. Hey, that's it. That's the King of Prosecutors award that Mr. Edgeworth got yesterday. Were you at the... oh. I guess we go back here. 5:12 p.m. Prospector's bright red steam came in at a trot real slow like. A trot? My Madonna tells me the crime occurred 3 minutes later. So it seems the chief prospector was lying in wait. Maybe waiting for a prince to ride in on his bright red horse. So what you mean is the killer intended to use Edgeworth's car all along? Nope. My sister's cell phone. The last time it was used was 5:18, right after Goodman was killed. Maybe she was canceling her date for the night? Why did Lana make that call? I'm convinced I cannot show Emma any evidence. See your badge? Looks pretty round. Our badge is a star, a lone star shining in the nighttime sky. A beam of light illuminating evildoers who come in the dark of the night. Note to self, evildoers are weak against starlight. Hey, that's a sheriff's badge. Okay, count to 3. As a detective, I have to keep my mouth shut on that one. I know better than to go blabbing on things I don't know about. No, I wouldn't want you to do that either. Good. No, it's the same thing. What happens if I do this? What? Found in Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, yeah, it's the same thing. Detective, here's my ace attorney's badge. My ace attorney's badge. You know this. You show this to me every time we meet, pal. Real men show their police badge. Enough said. I wish I had a badge. Even an ID card would be nice. Wait. Speaking of ID cards, I found the detective's cards, didn't? Have I not shown this to him yet? Oh, I don't think I've done this yet. You can do just about anything these days with a card and the right secret number. Scary. It's only scary because you keep dropping your card, detective, don't you? I forget my secret number a lot too. It's scary, but I'm me after all. What could be wrong with that? I think I'll stay out of this conversation. I guess I didn't examine all the way. Is there something I'm missing here? Oh. Oh, what's this? Looks like a note of some sort. 675-12-2. Looks like something's written on it. Goodman. You're right. Let's see. 67S. Oh. 12-2. There's a name printed on the paper of that. Goodman. Maybe it fell out of his pocket when he was killed. Well, so, what does it mean, Mr. Wright? How am I supposed to know? Note to self. For deductive reasonings, go to Edgeworth, not Wright. I'm sure Edgeworth wouldn't know what that means either, unless it's a case number. So, well, how are we doing, Mr. Wright? I guess we've got some clues. We have an autopsy report, a note from the victim, and a cell phone. So, you think we'll be okay? Well, the only thing still bothering me is that Lana's confessing to the crime. She says she did it. No problem. I can guarantee that she's not the criminal. Oh, by the way, Emma. Yes? I know that song your phone plays when it rings. What? It's the Steel Samurai theme song, isn't it? That popular TV show for kids. The phone that rang earlier wasn't mine. It was yours. At 5:18, just after the murder took place, your sister called you, didn't she, Emma? I'm sorry. Can you tell me what you talked about? She hung up right away. I see. Cell phone update in the court record. A detective is murdered and the suspect is the top prosecutor in the district. Got a bad feeling about this. Like, maybe I still don't know everything that went on here. To be continued. And by that I mean still got a bit. We're going till 11, so February 23rd, 9:34 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby. Infinite Ace Attorney. Yeah, woo. Okay. Ace Attorney all day, every day. How did the investigation go yesterday, Mr. Wright? Frankly, there are still a lot of gray areas. Or rather, the whole thing is one big gray area. Don't worry about me, no matter what the outcome. I'm ready to accept my fate. I believe in you, sis. Mr. Wright, let me offer you a word of advice. Yes? A defense attorney should never believe their client. The defendant is called to trial because they are suspected of wrongdoing. Never forget that. Mrs. Guy, you remind me a lot of Mia. But there's one decisive difference between you and her, and that is, you're not a defense attorney. I believe it's almost time for the trial. Good luck, Mr. Wright. They really are. My first trial without a Fae helping me. This is true. Adechi, true. No one's going to bail me out this time, except sorry. It was Mia. I blame Mia. So I have to discover the truth all by myself, or I have Emma Sky help me. Oh, I'm just kidding. I'm not sure if Emma Sky can actually help me. Let's do it, Mr. Wright. I'll be with you the whole way. Oh, goodness. February 23rd, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 9. Oh, Emma is actually here. Never mind. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Lana Sky. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor. Edgeworth. Of course he's been ready for a while. It's been 2 months, but I haven't been in a courtroom since his trial. I hope that personal feelings will not be a part of the proceedings today, Mr. Wright. I will choose the path I think is right, regardless of what those around me might say. The judgment to be made here is in our hands, not those of anyone else. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. Your opening statement, please. Chief Prosecutor Lana Sky has committed an unpardonable crime. Not only this, but she was rash enough to commit it in the prosecutor's office lot. Wow, he's much more forceful in person. I suddenly feel like confessing to everything. However, she will now pay for her rashness with her life. There was a witness to her crime. A professional witness. Well then, call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. The prosecution calls in its first witness, Miss Angel Starr, to the stand. The Cough-Up Queen? Guess we get to see why she's called the Cough-Up Queen. Haven't I seen you somewhere? You ordered the caviar lunch, right? Oh, caviar! I've never eaten caviar before. The judge is really wolfing it down. Oh, and for you, I have a Fiesta Bowl. Thanks. Will the witness state her name and profession? Ah, and you, sir. Did you order the fingerprint lunchbox? It is too early for lunch. Your name and profession, please. Well, Your Honor, how does it taste? So this is why everyone raves about caviar. It's so tasty it hurts! I always thought caviar would taste like pickled tapioca. What the heck does pickled tapioca taste like? Name, profession, now. Me? The name is Angel Starr. Don't go forgetting it. I find myself running lunch lines these days. Is that what you wanted me to say, Mr. Edgeworth? Very well. Witness, please describe the incident to us. The prosecution will wait. Not finished eating. Hurry it up. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. As you know, we usually call on the police to provide a description of the crime. Your Honor, as Mr. Edgeworth has said to the court, I am a professional. What does that mean? Until 2 years ago, Miss Angel Starr was a special investigator with the police. She was a first-rate homicide detective. What? What? Miss Starr was a detective? I know who you are. Cough-Up? Cough-Up Queen Angel Starr, Your Honor. Long time no see. Very well. You may continue description, Miss Starr. Just who is this lady? If I might have the court's attention over here. The parking lot at the prosecutor's office is divided into 2 blocks. A block is for the prosecutor's office personnel. B block is for visitors and clients. A chain divider separates the 2 blocks. I suppose that's to keep visitors from taking up prosecutors' spaces, yes? The crime took place by a car on the back of A block in the car's trunk. The killer stabbed the victim with this knife and went to drive the body out. Unfortunately for her, there was a witness, and an arrest was made on the spot. And who was that valiant witness? Why, it was me, Your Honor. Parking lot floor plans. All right. Witness, did you see the very moment of the crime? Of course, Your Honor. Immediately after that, I apprehended the chief prosecutor. Seems rather cut and dry, doesn't it? Well, Mr. Wright? I can't agree on principle, Your Honor. Seems that some poor losers are unwilling to accept the truth, Your Honor. I shall proceed to crush what little hope they have remaining. If you can, then give them your worst, Miss Starr. Wait, are they talking about me? What the fish? Witness account. Somehow, I always knew a day like this would come. I was on my way to deliver a lunchbox to my boyfriend. When I sensed something, perhaps it was my finely honed detective's intuition at work. Through the wire fence, I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to a garish car. The chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand. Then she thrust the pointy tip of the knife into Detective Goodman's chest. Bringing your lunchbox to your boyfriend. How touching! As you can see, there's no room for doubt. The key point of your testimony seems to be nothing other than the point of the knife, which you saw being stabbed into Detective Goodman. So, how does it feel to be utterly crushed? I'm still thinking about that. It's merely a flesh wound, Mr. Wright. It's merely a flesh wound. Your arm's off. It's okay, don't worry. I got better. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine the witness. Witness's account. Time to press everything. Okay, press. How did you know? I respect the prosecutor's basic abhorrence of crime. Yet their methods are ugly and twisted. Twisted methods will always lead to tragedy. The lunch lady's uninformed opinion is duly noted, given that they are used to erasing inconvenient evidence at their whim. Killing off a detective that knew too much is merely an extension of that. Miss Starr, do you have something personal against prosecutors? I felt that I had found a dream job when I became an investigator, and if I hadn't been laid off by those prosecutors over there, I'd still be one. Yeah. Sometimes you just want to sit there and vibe, but then you actually remember you actually have a job to do. Laid off, she was fired. To me, prosecutors are nothing more than worms. That said, I am a pro, as you know. My testimony is unbiased and flawless. Very well, you may continue, Miss Starr. I was on my way to deliver a lunchbox to my boyfriend. Press! This boyfriend, he's the detective? Not that boyfriend, the security guard. That boyfriend? You have several? Yes. This boyfriend, that boyfriend, and the other boyfriend. Care to join? The yet another boyfriend position is still open for applicants. I'll stick with the lunches, thank. Note to self, the judge had to think before replying. Security guard room is in the lot. The security guard room is in the lot in A block. Okay. It's up to the second level, so you can see everything from there. That would be the room with the security sign. Incidentally, did you bring your lunchboxes by car? Since I'm a visitor now, I parked in B block. So, she was in B block when she witnessed the crime. You sensed something? So you're saying you had a premonition of the murder? It felt like... how would you say? Oh, yes. It was like the feeling you get when you feel a pumpkin chock full of seeds. I have no idea what that means. Speaking of a detective's intuition, wasn't the victim Mr. Bruce Goodman also a detective? Yes, well, he was like a young cheese. A young cheese? A pale white cheese, not yet tangy with experience on the streets. A greenhorn. Then they must be hard, yellowed, and sharp as a tack. No. Yeah, with the odor of an old cheese to match. Sharp as a tack. Bro's not even a cheese. He's a yogurt. In any case, there in the lot, I felt something stirring in the back of my mind. Through the wire fence, it says. By garish car, you mean... Mr. Edgeworth's car, yes. Mr. Edgeworth's? Incidentally, the knife with which the victim was stabbed was also Mr. Edgeworth's, wasn't it? Indeed it was. You can't be the big cheese. You aren't even yogurt. What an odd case this is. And the person you saw, you are sure it was the defendant? I saw her from no further than 30 feet away. I'm certain it was her. If she's telling the truth, we're doomed. Let's just do what we can. Even if we don't have any proof, we can always nitpick. That's why I'm pressing everything. Witness, in your testimony you clearly stated the following. Prosecutors are nothing more than worms. Ergo, you are a biased witness. You might want to keep those silly opinions to yourself in the future, rookie. Huh? Rookie? Unless you're willing to risk the consequences of doubting me. I'll fry you like a fritter, crispy on the outside, chewy on the inside. Whoa, that was inspiring. I believe I've heard that tagline elsewhere. You could cry plagiarism? I may be relegated to the lowly post of lunch lady, but my instincts are honed. A photograph? You took this? The moment I witnessed the crime, my reflexes took over and snap, I took a picture. In fact, one of my lunchboxes is rigged with a camera. I suppose that's more exciting than just hanging it around your neck. Witness, why am I only seeing this photograph just now? You think I'd show it to you, a prosecutor? Think again. Oh, my boyfriend works in the photography division of the criminal affairs. Well, this is most certainly the defendant. Crime photo. That's interesting. Uh-oh, that is unmistakably Lana Sky. So, what was the defendant doing at the time? Tell me more about this knife that the suspect was carrying. Well, I'd say the blade was about 4 inches long. Is that right, Mr. Edgeworth? It is your knife, after all. Yes, that's about right. Prosecutors are, by nature, well-versed in the location of a man's vital organs. I'm sure it was easier than boiling an egg for my egg salad surprise set. You can't testify to her ability to kill an egg. I mean, a person. What, you egg? He stabs him. Perhaps a chicken salad set would have been a better metaphor. So, the defendant was holding a knife. What then? Then she thrust the pointy end of the tip of the knife. Okay. Tell the court why you didn't try to stop this crime. You did see her raise the knife to strike, no? The defense has a point. Unfortunately, by the time I realized what was going on, it was already too late. Too late? Yes, the next moment, the chief prosecutor brought down the murder weapon. I see. It's only a flesh wound, Mr. Wright. We can make it. You said that before. Anything else? Scientifically speaking, Miss Starr's testimony is flawless. Sounds pretty fatal to me. What do we do? Is this it? Is my sister guilty? Let's just keep our heads cool and press the witness a bit, shall we? For some reason, having her panicking next to me makes me calm. Don't smile like that. Okay. Oh. This must be the victim's blood, right? Either that or Edgeworth cut himself peeling an apple. What's Edgeworth doing with a knife like this anyway? Hey, maybe he spends his weekend roughing it in the wild. Edgeworth? In the wild? I think my fruit peeling theory is more likely. Are you kidding? I always pictured him as an outdoorsman. Now there's a scary thought. What's this? Hey, check it out. There's a metal plate here. It looks like the names of all the previous recipients are engraved on it. Wow, one guy's listed a bunch of times. Von Karma. I wonder who that could be. I guess he must be a foreigner? Yeah, that's probably it. Well, wherever he's from, he must have been an amazing prosecutor. I'd like to meet this Mr. Von Karma sometime. When she says it, his name does kind of have a ring to it. Oh, it's got a fist. ID are written here. Sergeant Bruce Goodman, ID 5842189. I wonder why they only use numbers for IDs. What else would they use? Letters? Silly? They're the reason we have a written language in the first place. True. Sergeant Bruce Goodman, ID Yabadab. See? Wouldn't that be better? Yabadab? Well, it does have a certain ring to it. Exactly my point! Doesn't take much to amuse her. It's on the back. Oh, just police department stuff. I can oh my gosh. What's the screw for? Miles Edgeworth, 1712. This is dated the day of the crime. The murder took place 3 minutes after Edgeworth parked his car. If only he was held up at a couple extra red lights, he wouldn't have been caught up in this whole affair. Perhaps. Just goes to show you can never know what'll happen when you run a yellow light. Oh, that's interesting. Just wound, who's caused. Okay. Oh, wait, that's the wrong one. Phoenix robot. Did I miss something? I think I missed something. I've lost the context. I lost the context in the cart record. Oh, that makes more sense. Okay. Your Honor, what do you think about the witness's statement? I'm not sure I follow. It clearly contradicts the, I thought. Uh-oh. You don't sound very convinced, Mr. Wright. Objection overruled. I don't think that one made any points with the judge. I'm not sure what to do, I'm gonna be honest. I guess I could... Okay, we'll check this out. Oh. Nope. There goes 2 more. I think I'm gonna need a hint. I'm sorry. Okay. So she was in B block. Wait. It looks like she was the one who was stabbed. Take a look at the photo again. Something comes up. Oh! She's left-handed! I can't believe I didn't see that. Thank you. And you witnessed this? You saw Miss Sky stab the victim with the knife? As I've already said, yes. I swear it on my finest salmon swirl lunch. I'm sure that is a fine lunch. But isn't that odd? Look at this photograph. Look at this photograph. This is the photograph you took at the very moment of the crime, is it not? Then why is Miss Sky not holding a knife? Ahem. Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts? Objection. That had to be the worst, weakest objection ever, Edgeworth. Yet, it was still stronger than your ever feeble mind, Mr. Wright. Oh, what do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? This photograph was not taken the moment before the stabbing. This was taking the moment after the stabbing. That's not what I meant to do. And how can you tell that? Blood splatter? Huh? See the dark crimson stains on the chief prosecutor's coat? But it's a black and white photo. Yes, it's hard to tell, but this could be blood. Well, Mr. Wright, I see no problem here. No problem, except, you know... Mr. Wright, are you going to just sit there and take that kind of abuse? Ugh, you got a better idea. Objection! Wait, that contradicts what this witness said in her testimony. Namely, that she took the picture the moment she witnessed the crime. Well, seems I was slightly unclear. My apologies. That's it? If you run out of lunch, you order seconds. Problem solved. If you don't like it, try ordering the jumbo-sized lunch from the get-go. Good advice. I'm not sure I understood it, but good advice. I didn't have time to stop her. Prosecutor Sky was cold calculating, like a robot. Like Robot Phoenix. She killed without pain or remorse. It was a premeditated murder. Premeditated? How do you know that? Look at the chief prosecutor's hands in the photograph. Well, are those gloves? Surgical gloves made of thin rubber, most likely. Why would she have those on? If it was not premeditated, she would not be wearing those gloves. What? These gloves do seem to tell a tale of premeditation. Premeditated murder, a serious offense. Witness, add this to your testimony. The murder was planned. The rubber gloves prove it. Pressing! What if she was just in the habit of wearing gloves? Like, driving gloves? The gloves were admitted as an evidence when the defendant was arrested. They were rubber gloves of the kind used for autopsies. In other words, when the chief prosecutor came to the crime scene, she came to do murder. It's the only possible conclusion one can make. Everything was planned. It was a premeditated crime. Impressive. I'm sorry they took you off the force, Miss Starr. This is bad. She's got them thinking this was all planned. If she can prove this claim, the trial's already over. Gotta think of a way to show that this wasn't premeditated. It's only a flesh wound, Mr. Wright. We can make it. You said that before. Anything else? Scientifically speaking, Miss Starr's testimony is flawless. Sounds pretty failed to me. What do we do? Is that it? Is my sister guilty? Let's just keep our heads cool and press the witness a bit, shall we? For some reason, having her panic next to me makes me calmer. Don't smile like that. do I prove it wasn't premeditated? I'm gonna go off on a limb here. Nope, frick. Too many button presses. Nope, that's not gonna do anything. Oh, I've only got 2 more wrong answers. Oh no. Okay, this is not going well. Next to a garish car. Yeah, maybe Lana actually did do it. I have no idea. Nope. There goes another. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. I've got one more attempt at this. This is not going well. Oh, yes, that's a great idea. Okay. Now I can just kind of throw evidence at it. Let's go. That's the wrong one. If she can prove this claim, the trial's already over. I've got to think of a way that to show this wasn't premeditated. I swear, if it's the... Okay, it isn't. Well... I guess I'm gonna have to reload the save. Uh-oh. Oops, that didn't go so well. Uh-oh. That's enough. This court sees no reason to further prolong the trial. The defense has failed to give the court sufficient reason to doubt the prosecution's claim. This court finds the defendant, Miss Lana Skye, guilty. Oops. Your Honor, it was a misclick. The accused will surrender to the court immediately, to be held pending trial at a higher court within a month from today's date. That is all. This court is adjourned. Womp 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 womp. Womp womp. Okay, here we go. So... I'm just throwing evidence at it now. This is not gonna work. I have a feeling like this is a bad way to do this. Here. I can just reload the save really fast. think I might need another hint, I'm gonna be honest. I'm bad at this game, chat. Because obviously it's to do with this one. I've got to present some sort of evidence, but I don't know which evidence. So think about what you'd need to plan for a murder. This music is not helping me think. A motive? No. Oh, an exit? No. Nope, that's the wrong one. Oh, weapon? It was the knife all along. That was my first thought. Oh my gosh. Chat, I may be stupid. Are you trying to test me? I sell lunchboxes for a living, you know. That's a knife. The knife. The knife that was in Mr. Edgeworth's trunk. Indeed, it is my knife. What's with this case? The bloody murder weapon, a red car, all belonging to the prosecutor there? Oh. The defendant is the chief prosecutor from the district. Mommy, are prosecutors bad people? The defense has a request. We ask that the witness provide an accurate testimony. What's that, rookie? In your testimony, you stated that Lana Skye planned this murder, and that's why she was wearing those special gloves. Seems like a natural conclusion to me. The gloves do indicate planning. However, why would she not also prepare the most important thing, the murder weapon? Yeah. Oh. The knife just happened to be in the trunk of that car. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're going to plan a murder, you don't forget the weapon. Order, order, order. Right, now the tide is turning in our favor. Great show, Mr. Wright. My sister's as good as free. Oh. Right. I believe the next lunch you'll be eating is humble pie. What? I hope you weren't deluding yourself into thinking that the tide has turned. Not over such a trifling detail. But this shoots a hole in the whole premeditated theory. Bah. Prosecution could care less if it was premeditated or not. The only one who seems to care is that lunch lady over there. The defendant, Lana Skye, murdered a detective with a knife. That is the only thing the prosecution need prove. Nothing else. Very good, Mr. Prosecutor. I suppose you think you're clever now. But you know as well as I do that she planned on killing him. It was planned. If it wasn't, why would she have been wearing... I believe I'd like to hear your testimony again. Witness, please tell us only what you saw, not what you thought. How dare you? My powers of deduction are not to be underestimated. Really now. Oh, here we go. Angel's deduction. Lana Skye intended to murder Detective Goodman. That's why she called the victim all the way to the prosecutor's office. I'm sure the chief prosecutor had a grudge against the victim. Nothing else could drive that human machine to plunge the knife in and again and again. The victim was summoned from the police department to the prosecutor's office. Does sound a lot like premeditation, doesn't it? So, if I ordered a pizza, does that mean I'm planning to kill the delivery boy? In any case, the defense may now cross-examine the witness. Time to press. With my one wrong move and I'm dead. So I'm gonna save now. Okay, Monica, okay. You've said that, but you haven't told us how you know. That's what I'm about to tell you, rookie. I believe what she just said was just a mere prelude to the story she was about to tell. Try not to interrupt her again. Rookie, never interrupt a storyteller. It's like pulling a bun out of the oven half-baked. Something's half-baked here, alright, and it's you. Try not to confuse the defense witness. They're not very quick on their feet. Now, why did you believe this suspect had intentions to murder the victim? Her actions speak for themselves. That's why she called the victim all the way to the prosecutor's office. You have no proof that Miss Skye called him there. You have no proof that she didn't. Mr. Edgeworth, thoughts? There's no record of a call made on the defendant Miss Skye's phone. She might have written him a letter. Come on, you could have tried public phone first at least. In any case, the victim came to the prosecutor's office where he was murdered. I'm sure he had a reason to be there. Witness? Why do you think I was the suspect who was summoned to victim? Why do you think it was the suspect who summoned the victim that day? What kind of grudge? Well, I wouldn't know that. Of course you don't. That's because she didn't have a grudge. Rookie. I have a lunchbox here. No. What's inside? How am I supposed to know? See, we agree there is a lunchbox here, but we don't know what's inside. A person's life is like a lunchbox with pretzels. Don't you agree? I get it. That's why my lunch was so salty. This judge isn't very good with metaphors. The suspect had a grudge against Detective Goodman. Will you tell us your basis for thinking this? It's simple. Nothing else could drive that human machine to plunge the knife in again and again. I think there's something wrong with that. Human machine. That's a contradiction. Please, it's an oxymoron. Can't you find fault with something of substance, Mr. Wright? Note to self, Mr. Edgeworth's size smells like citrus fruit. Ah, so therefore he's fruity. Okay. I'll leave my gay jokes at the door. You say again and again. How many times did you stab him exactly? We often say chop into 1,000 pieces, but we don't actually mean 1,000 pieces. What difference does it make if the deed is done? How come she's getting mad at me? Let's just say she stabbed him several times and leave it at that. Leave it at that? This is a murder case, people. Mr. Wright, you should speak up if you have an objection, you know. Miss Starr has turned out to be as short-tempered as she looked when we met her. Challenging her abilities as a detective really set her off. Short-wick burns out the fastest. It's a scientific fact. I wonder, wouldn't it depend on the size of the candle? I mean, add more wax and even a really short wick will burn longer. Obviously, more scientific testing is required. Yeah, what did she mean by this? What did she mean by citrus fruit? I wanted to say flavored size, but that'd be really weird. Okay. I think... I knew it! Yes, okay. You say she stabbed him again and again. But you couldn't have witnessed that. Are you testing me? Then I'll test you. with my moss surprise. I'm afraid the moss is growing under our feet as we wait, Miss Starr. What do you mean? I shouldn't have to explain this. But take a look. The autopsy report states that death was due to a loss of blood from one stab wound. Aha! You're right! Good show, Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, music's changing. What a hunk. He's my hero, really. What about my objection? No one noticed? Well, witness? You got the crime scene set, right? Oh, thanks. I always believed that no one could ever mistake ketchup for blood. But now I realize that such mistakes are possible. So, you're saying you mistook something for blood? When she lifted her knife, I thought I saw blood at her breast. Splattered blood from her victim. That's why I thought she must have stabbed him at least twice. Then tell us what you thought. What you saw that you thought was blood. Testify. Her red muffler looked like blood to me. That's how... Red muffler? Her red muffler, yeah. Yes, like a scarf. The chief prosecutors always wear one around her neck. So she can be easily hanged at a moment's notice, I suppose. She's right. She's always wearing that. This guy was wearing a red scarf, wasn't she? But wait, isn't it odd that you mistook that for splattered blood? Well, people often mistake my beard for a bib. It looks like a bib, so I don't blame them. A judge with a bib. That's why this place feels so much like kindergarten sometimes. Actually, I do think I saw some traces of blood on her chest. However, the autopsy report is clear on this matter. There was only one knife wound. Apparently, Miss Starr isn't entirely sure of her own testimony. Mr. Wright, this is our chance. Chance for what, I wonder? Miss Starr has turned out to be as short-tempered as she looks when we met her. Challenging her abilities as a detective really set her off. The short work belt... I think... Oh. Hold up. I'm gonna save. Again. Emma Skye is truly the Ace Attorney fan of all time. Which is exactly why Emma Skye is known as one of the Ace Attorney characters of all time. Okay, here we go. I'm going out. Aha! Okay. Miss Starr, I demand an explanation. The witness is clearly not suited for detective work. What? The suspect was not wearing a scarf or muffler of any kind when she stabbed the victim. And you proved it yourself with this photograph. Huh? But that can't be. Only a professional lunch lady could be so utterly clueless. Congratulations. Perhaps you finally found your true calling in life. Harsh words, but good. In the end, Mr. Edgeworth prevails. What was my objection? Chopped liver? But I was there. A scarf? No, not that, but something red. Really? Well now, where were we? The witness has given us an entertaining interlude, but back to business. What? Very well. Witness, continue your testimony. You saw the crime and apprehended the suspect. Tell us about that. Very well. I do remember some things accurately, at least. You know, I'm starting to understand why you said I'd hate this character, and I understand so much. I really hate this character. She does not know what she's doing. What is she waffling about? Ultimately, we couldn't shake the most important part of her testimony. The most important part? The part where your sister stabs the victim. This next testimony might just be the moment of truth. Apprehending the suspect. After the murder, the suspect attempted to run behind a partition off to her side. I quickly caught her, explaining her rights to her, and arrested her on the spot. Ah, yes, when I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That's what had me confused in my earlier testimony. The chief prosecutor made me escape, but against Angel Starr, resistance is futile. I think I already know what I'm supposed to be doing here, but I want to press everything just in case. You're quite determined about this scarf, aren't you? I strike like a snake and bite like a cobra. That's me, Angel Starr. That wasn't a very good metaphor. First of all, a cobra is a kind of snake. Don't bother me with details unless you want to get bitten. No thanks. Note to self, Mr. Wright is weak against poisonous snake bites. Venomous. Venomous. Anyhow. The chief prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. She knocked my hands aside, kicked over an oil drum. An oil drum? Hard to imagine. Oh, she's beautiful but deadly. A predator, this one. A leopard woman. Rawr. Very well, Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, if you will. Apprehending the suspect. So where is this partition on the floor plans? I'm sure she means this wall next to the car. That's right. There was a wall there, about 6 feet high. She was obviously trying to hide herself. Quite a natural thing for a criminal to do. And what did you do then? Oh frick, I've been lost on context again. Oh no. You say quickly, were you close to the suspect? As I just said, I was only 30 feet away from her the whole time. Maybe I should press her for more details. How far away was she when the witness was... I guess I could just look at the picture to find out. Very well, you may continue with your testimony. Ah, yes, when I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. Yeah. She mentioned the muffler. What exactly did she say? If I remembered exactly, I would have told you in my testimony. Cheeky. Anyway, all I heard her say was the word muffler. Just that one word? So, what you heard wasn't the suspect talking to you, but to someone else. Yes, the chief prosecutor was talking on her phone. Her phone? She can't mean... this guy's cell phone. The last number she called was her sister, Emma. If I press this too hard, who knows who the snake will bite. The witness may continue her testimony. I'll have to press that again. Witness? As the photograph proves, she couldn't have seen it. That's true. Miss Starr is acting strangely. First she mistakes a scarf for blood splatter, and now she says she didn't see any scarf. She doesn't strike me as the kind of witness to make careless mistakes either. Just what did Miss Starr see down in that parking lot? She made to escape? Can you be more specific? She brushed aside her hand and ran. It was a terrible sight to see, like a dollop of lard on a pâté of foie gras. Huh? She even kicked over an oil drum at me. An oil drum? Oh yeah. There was an oil drum laying on its side at the scene of the crime. But it's strange. What's that? If she wanted to escape, why didn't she run the other way? The other... Ah! The parking lot entrance. That's right. It doesn't make any sense that she would run from behind the partition to the oil drums. Excellent. More mysteries. I wish we could solve a few before finding more, though. So, Miss Sky tried to run. I'm sorry, my sister is so suspicious, Mr. Wright. Not as sorry as I am. But she didn't do it. You have to believe me. After the murder, the suspect attempted to run behind. Okay. I'm going to save again, because I am constantly worried that I'm going to make a mistake and end this run. So. Ask further. By phone, do you mean the cell phone discovered at the crime scene? Yes, ultimately. Ultimately? My memory. It's like a salmon headed upstream, you see. No, the court doesn't see it, Mr. Starr. The chief prosecutor first attempted to use the phone hanging on the wall. On the wall? That's right. Near the car, there was an emergency phone on the wall. Apparently it was out of order. So she used her cell phone. Indeed, the emergency phone was out of order that day. Good witnessing, witness. Good witnessing? Whatever happened to good testifying? You should of course add this to your testimony. Things I do to please this rookie defense attorney. Lana's cell phone. Lana's cell phone updated in the court record. Okay. I also need to press on this one. You say quickly. Were you close to the suspect? Yeah. I'd like to see this on the floor page, just to be safe. The Lunchland car was... She was a visitor, thus she was parking in B block. So you witnessed the murder from here? That would make it about 30 feet from the car, yes. Is that correct, Miss Starr? Yes, that's right. But there was a chain link fence in front of you? I went over it, of course. Amazing. The cough-up queen, lunch lady, athlete, indeed. It would have taken her a little time to climb over the fence, so she couldn't have gotten to my sister that fast. Yeah, the fence was about 9 feet high, too. So how did Mrs. Guy not get away? Unless... Quickly car. That's not what I meant to do. Keep saving. I'm worried. Okay. We're just gonna go for it. And we'll see. Nope. Okay. Time to reload the save. The witness truly is not witnessing, and I'm not witnessing any things that I can just prove are contradictory. Contradictory? I don't know. Nope, okay. I think it has something to do with this part of the testimony. Question is... Nope, okay. I think I might just finish this trial tonight, like this one trial, and then that'll be the end of the stream. So, yeah. What am I missing? Right. No. This is not going well. I think I've used up my hint allowance though, so I'll just have to brute force it, I guess, or just try and think harder. Apparently. Something to do with this. Oh wait, I haven't pressed her on this. Do you think you could restate your testimony for the court? Aha! I was going to ask the same thing. I'll only say this one time, so listen closely, rookies. The chief prosecutor stabbed the victim and ran behind the partition. Then she picked up the emergency phone on the wall, but if it was out of order. So she pulled out her own phone out of her pocket. During that time you climbed over the chain link fence. Then, when I boldly grabbed her arm, the chief prosecutor hung up her phone. And you saw her doing this? Okay. I guess I should have pressed that. Haha! I really should have pressed that before. Miss Starr, I have to conclude that you have a personal grudge against Miss Lana Skye. Oh! The witness is a former detective. Her testimony is unmarred by personal bias. Well, who would have thought you would be my knight in shining armor prosecutor? You who, together with the chief prosecutor, kicked me out 2 years ago. Well, Miss Starr, this is a fatal contradiction with your testimony. How do you explain this? I don't know what you're talking about. Mess with me, and I'll make you cough it all up. Let's look at the floor plans. You said you witnessed the crime from this point. However, if that's true, you couldn't possibly have seen Miss Skye making that phone call. I believe you see what I'm getting at. That emergency phone was on the backside of this partition. If indeed you were in B block, you couldn't have seen it. It's playing the thing! It's the music! What? Order, what is the meaning of this? It's simple, Your Honor. She's not coughing up lunch, she's coughing up lies. That's quite a claim, Mr. Wright. Perhaps you will allow me a question. Tell us exactly what lie this witness has told the court. Here's where the counterattack begins. I can't afford to get this wrong. The witness lied about... The order of events. She lied about the order of events. Miss Sky used that emergency phone before the murder. I see. I hadn't thought of that. That took the wind out of her sails. Mr. Wright, I hate to bother you while you're celebrating your victory, but why would anyone use the emergency phone before the murder? Huh? Just when you think you can't let it sink any lower, he amazes us. I applaud you, Mr. Wright. You ordered the orange peel lunchbox, right? Uh-oh. Frick, I should have saved. We're gonna go back a bit. We're gonna... It might take a bit. Oops.
Objection! Objection!
Okay, there we go. Oh, where she saw it. Miss Sky tried to use the emergency phone, but it was out of order. What is significant about this fact? Nothing. Therefore, it would be pointless for Miss Starr to lie about it. Pointless to lie. I see. Let's say the witness did actually see Miss Sky using this emergency phone. It would mean Miss Starr witnessed the crime from a different location. A different location. Now that's a pointless lie if I've ever heard one. Before you call my lie pointless, at least let me tell it. Let me ask you a question to our clever wordsmith, Mr. Wright. Just where was the witness when she saw the crime? All the testimony we've heard up until now points in one direction. The place from where... Yeah, I've got a point. This is the only place where she could have been. The security guard room? Indeed, the security room in the underground parking lot is well positioned. It's built on the second floor, so you can see the entire lot. She would have been able to see the emergency phone from there. But why there? There are many other places where she could have seen the phone. Not in this case, Your Honor. The witness, not being part of the prosecutor's office, couldn't park in A block. The only place where she could have been in the crime and the back of the partition is here. I remember in your testimony you said you brought a lunch to your boyfriend in the security guard room, yes? Well, Miss Starr? How many years have I been getting the better of men? To think that the tables could have been be turned. Today, a man has got the better of Angel Starr. Order, order! Witness! What have you done? You used to be a detective, you should know better. I'm not turning back. The guilty will be punished. And I'll do what I must to make sure justice prevails. The guilty? Is she talking about Miss Sky? Mr. Wright, doesn't this strike you as odd? Why did Miss Starr lie? It doesn't make sense. Huh? She could have just said she saw the crime from the security guard station. It wouldn't change anything. Exactly. This photograph tells all. It was the defendant who stabbed the victim. That truth still stands. It still stands. I disagree, Mr. Edgeworth. What? If a witness is found to be lying, they're guilty of perjury. She knows this. She wouldn't risk that without a good reason. So, tell us what her reason was, Mr. Wright. Huh? Me? Who else? Mr. Wright, let's review what we know. She was in the security room. Miss Starr witnessed the crime from the security guard station. But she lied and said she saw it from B block. It must take a vital difference, but... Gonna save again, because I'm... Why the angle at which she saw the crime occur would change. The angle? What do you mean? Well... The security guard station is on the second floor, and, Okay, well, I'm gonna let this... She would have sort of a more 3D view of the crime. And this is important. Why? Perhaps you'd like to reconsider, Mr. Wright. Yep, time to load it. I bet it's the distance. Difference in lighting! It's a difference in lighting! Lighting? What does that mean? Well, I guess it really was the distance. It changes the distance between her and the scene of the crime. Oh, here we go. My condolences, Mr. Wright, but one look at the floor plans and it's quite clear. The distance between the scene of the crime and the guard station is 30 feet. I don't see how that would change what she could see. What she saw is not in question here. What matters is the time it would take her to reach the scene of the crime. Miss Starr, you witnessed the crime from the security guard station. Now, how long did it take you to go from there to the scene of the crime where you arrested Miss Sky? Well, a witness? You... Yes? You ordered the squid wheels, right? Plotting my lunches has gone from low to inedible. I was bringing a PB&J lunch with fresh boysenberry jam to my boyfriend. Boysenberry for his boyfriend? He wasn't in the station, so I waited. I witnessed the crime from the glass-walled station. And before I knew what I was doing, I found myself running towards the scene. But the door was locked. I couldn't open it. Which explains that. That's why I had to go through the visitors' parking in the B block. That's quite a detour. It probably took me at least 5 minutes to get to the scene of the crime. 5 minutes? This changes things considerably. But it was that woman over there in the defendant's chair who stabbed him. I know it. I have photographic evidence. I swear it. I swear it on my finest plastic spork. Not a metal spork? No, not a metal spork? You have a point, and the spork is a wonderful invention. Would you like another caviar lunch? Absolutely! Mr. Wright, you have to do something. Do I have any evidence to stop this? Oh.
Objection!
5 minutes between the witnessing of the murder and the arrest. Think about it. You could make pasta in that amount of time, if you like it al dente. I've got lunchboxes that tie pasta into knots, rookie. A 5-minute blank. Isn't that strange? Strange? If you were a criminal, what would you do with 5 minutes, Your Honor? Well, I guess I'd flee the scene. Hey! Don't get the wrong idea. I didn't kill anyone. But you have the instincts of a killer. You would run. But this time was different. Miss Sky dawdled at the scene of the crime. She even had her picture taken. No true criminal would act this way. It's inconceivable. Yeah! I'm just making funny noises with these at this point. Well then, seems we've come to the end of this testimony. The witness has a grudge against the defendant and a blank in her testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, is the next witness ready to go? Unfortunately, I appear to have overestimated this witness on account of her professional history. We did it! We screwed that can shut, Mr. Wright. That was too close. Yeah, that was. I'm afraid that the cough-up queen has been dethroned. And with that, court is adjourned. Wow. What? Okay. Mr. Edgeworth, you ordered the squid wheels, right? That's the one she tried to foist off on me. I prefer not to take the defense team's leftovers. Anything else to say? I might be able to save you. I did fall for it. I fell for it, fool. I'm getting hit with the Thundercross split attack. I have decisive evidence. What was that? Is this another one of her trick lunchboxes? My apologies, but we have no further questions to ask you of you, Miss Starr. Ah, is this your jumbo lunchbox? Woohoo! A triple-decker! Out of deference for the witness's determination, I'll allow one more testimony. Let's hear about this decisive evidence. Frick. Like the Lunchland motto says, you won't be disappointed. What's she going to pull out of her lunchbox this time? Decisive evidence. Squidward lunch attack. I should have mentioned those 5 minutes when I wasn't looking at the crime scene. And now, to the matter of the victim's shoe. Did I not bring this up? What? 2 types of blood were found on this shoe. One was, of course, the victim's, and the other blood type matched that of the defendant, Miss Lana Sky. This shoe proves it. It's flawless, decisive evidence. What? There was blood found on the shoe? Try Lunchland for all of your lunch and decisive evidence needs. Witness, what's the meaning behind this? Why is this the first time I've heard of this evidence? Again? Simple, as I've already said. I don't trust you with evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. That's why I took the liberty of investigating this myself. And you had blood tests performed? Didn't I mention? I have 3 boyfriends in forensics. Of course she does. In any case, Your Honor, I can't accept this as evidence. What? You must know the 2 rules of evidence law. Rule 1, no evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department. In other words, this shoe is illegal evidence, at least for the time being. Is that right, Mr. Wright? It seems so. Edgeworth sure is celebrating. Not so fast, Mr. Edgeworth. Don't forget, I used to be a detective. As I mentioned previously, this shoe has already been tested by a member of the forensics department. As you can see, it was approved by the police department as of today. Even the general public can produce official evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. No. Is that right, Mr. Wright? It seems so. Edgeworth is looking pretty sullen. You could at least study some evidence law, really. Prosecution's complaints notwithstanding, it appears that this evidence satisfies the first rule of evidence law. However, it seems you have yet another count against you, witness. Anything to ensure that the guilty are properly judged. Victim shoe added. Goodness. Very well. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Not like I want to. Oh. I just want to end this. Okay. I should have made... Yeah. Why did you lie about those 5 minutes? I guess you could say I just wanted people to look at the results. The results? How many times do I have to say this? I saw the chief prosecutor stab the victim before my very own eyes. Compared to that, a 5-minute blank means nothing. Then why didn't you just tell the truth? Don't make me laugh. We're dealing with the most untrustworthy of the vile lot known as prosecutors. Falsified evidence, arranged testimonies, erasing and manipulating evidence. When you fight monsters, you need to use every trick in the book. This one, the suspect is admitting she did it. But false testimony is the most despicable crime of all, Miss Starr. Let's just get this over with. And you found the shoe at the scene of the crime? I detained the chief prosecutor and notified the police department. I wanted to make myself useful while I was waiting for the police to arrive. So, like an ill-trained pooch, you snuck off with the shoe. I was afraid someone would erase the chief prosecutor's crime. The shoe was my secret weapon if that should happen. See this fashionable basket I have here? It carries more than lunchboxes, gentlemen. I'm happy for you and your lunchbox bag, really. In any case, you removed valuable evidence from the scene of the crime. Now, tell us what you did next. So, you brought it into the forensics department. If you're going to submit something as evidence in court, you need it proved. To do that, evidence must be analyzed by a forensics expert. And she got away with her little coup because she used to be a detective. The shoe does appear to have bloodstains on it. Well, the man was stabbed after all. And that blood belonged to the victim, Detective Goodman. As I said, there were 2 types of blood found on the shoe. You can't say for sure the blood belonged to the defendant with a blood test. Your claim to know something about blood test, rookie? Huh? Well, speak up! Well, blood comes in 4 types, A, B, O, and AB. However, you can't tell from a blood test whether murder was committed in cold blood. That's just a figure of speech, Mr. Wright. Actually, we can differentiate between millions of types with all blood tests out there, which means that we have more or less we can more or less narrow any sample of blood down to just one person, or so I hear. That's pretty specific. If I had a little more time, I would have gotten DNA test results, but they said there's a very little doubt it could be anyone's but Miss Lana's guys. So the suspect's blood was found on the victim's shoe. That ties her directly to the death of Detective Goodman. That's not what I meant to do. I was afraid he was going to say that. I can't let this evidence go through without a fight. You ordered the peppered fish guts? Ew. Right? Some like it hot, Mr. Wright. Some like your client. She's in enough hot water to make a whole vat of soup. Mr. Wright, do you or don't you have a problem with the shoe? A problem? This is critical. Is there a problem with the victim's shoe? There is a problem. I'm not imagining things. I'd say there is one critical problem with this evidence. A clear contradiction. That gleam in your eyes. You're still young, rookie. I'd give you a peppered fish gut now, but you couldn't take the heat, could you? Let's hear what Mr. Wright has to say. What is the contradictory about the victim's shoe? Show us the problem with the evidence. Oh. There's no problems with it, is there? Where, Take that finger and point it at your own head, Mr. Wright. I should have saved. Meaning we're gonna have to redo that entire area. Oh, frick. Sorry, it's gonna be a bit. I seem to have forgotten to save. I really wish I had saved. Now I have to go through all of this. I'm so sorry. Ugh. I'm just like spamming the A button right now. Yeah. Truly, one must imagine me happy. Back to this. Okay, I'm going to save here so that way that doesn't happen again. As I'm already 10 minutes over what I was planning, but oh well. This is certainly a testimony, alright. Oh, actually, I guess I should save. Later. Oh, I guess I just missed it. Money. Thank you for the follow. I guess I should check. Maybe I don't have Streamlabs set up properly. Okay. We're finally back. Now I'll save. What an ordeal. Okay. I believe this is what I was pressing. I want to make sure. Okay. So like, yeah. Oh yeah, this is the one with all the blood test sort of stuff. Okay. Here we go. Problem. There's no problem. Some kind of off-the-cuff contradiction. I'm trying to avoid saying things off-the-cuff today. It's pretty sly. How do you get like that? There's nothing sly about a lawyer using the law as a weapon. In any case, science is always on our side. Don't forget, scientific investigation is the wave of the future. Maybe I should investigate this evidence a little more closely. This blood, it's my sister's, right? It appears to be so. Anna's right hand was bandaged when I saw her in jail. She must have cut herself at the time of the crime. Poor sis. Then this... Ah, there's blood here too! On the sole of the shoe? It's got to be the victim's. He must have stepped in a puddle of his own blood. All this blood, it's horrible. This blood might be an important clue. Okay. I'm gonna try something here. Nope, okay. Reloading saves like nothing else. Nope, okay. Okay, let's try this again. There is a problem. I'm not imagining things. I'd say there is one problem with it's a clear contradiction. What is contradictory about the victim's shoe? Show us the problem with the evidence. So if this is the victim's shoe, then... I don't think there actually is a problem. I think I am gonna need a hint. Because I can't seem to find anything. Even, like... Oh, do I actually have to be on here and then press it? Oh, okay, I do. That's why. I guess I just didn't do it right the first time? Okay, don't mess with me, rookie. Or it'll be the blood on the bottom of your shoe. Indeed, there is quite a bit of blood on the bottom of the shoe. It makes sense, the victim was stabbed with a knife. What could possibly be contradictory about the blood on the bottom of his shoe? Not the shoe, but the rest of the crime scene. I guess let's present this. The problem lies in the footprint. The footprint? Note that the bottom of the victim's shoe is covered in blood. Then, isn't it strange, why weren't any bloody footprints found at the scene of the crime? Aha! As you can see, there were no traces of any such footprints at the scene of the crime. That contradicts your claim about this shoe. This picture only shows part of the floor, so there could have been bloody footprints. Then where are they, Mr. Edgeworth? Because we checked the scene and found nothing of the sort. Order, order, order. Well, witness? What? Huh? Great going, Mr. Wright, but it's true that the lack of footprint is a contradiction, but then we have to ask why there wasn't a footprint. Oh, that's true. There has to be a reason why there wasn't a footprint. Think, Mr. Wright. Think. Think, Mr. Wright. Think. Of course there wouldn't be bloody footprints if there's no bloody... Wait, I don't know. Hey, I don't know why it's not there. I'm just good at finding contradictions. What? I see. Now I get it. Get what? Our witness is more devious than I gave her credit for. We were hoodwinked to the very end. But she slipped. There's one vital hint to the truth in her testimony. What are you talking about? Think back to when she told us about apprehending the suspect. The chief prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. She knocked my hands aside, kicked over an oil drum. Oh, she's beautiful, but deadly. A predator, this one. A leopard woman. Growl. I thought that was a strange thing for the normally cool-headed chief to do. No kidding. Now, witness, allow me to ask a very simple question. This oil drum, was it empty? Oh, that? I'm not sure I like your attitude, Mr. Edgeworth. Though, apparently you're not the slowest conveyor belt in the lunchbox factory. Witness, well, was the oil drum empty? The oil drum, kicked over by the chief prosecutor, was brimming with water. What, water? What's that mean? Still don't get it, Mr. Wright? Do you want to know the reason she knocked it over? The real reason? You don't mean... Yes, the suspect knocked over the oil drum for one reason and one reason alone. To erase the bloodstains that would become evidence against her. Oh no! Using my own evidence against me. That ties things up quite nicely. The bloodstains left on the victim's shoe tie her quite clearly to this murder. Then, after the deed was done, she knocked over the oil drum to erase the telltale signs. Why, that's a prosecutor's specialty. Erasing evidence. That reminds me, Miss Sky's right hand was hurt. Didn't she say she cut herself when she stabbed him? So that's when my sister's blood got on the shoe. Well, I see no reason to prolong this trial. Mr. Wright, do something, please. What? What can I do? Your sister has confessed to the crime, and she had tried to conceal it, but... Enough. There is no need for further debate. The verdict, Your Honor? Very well. But Angel Starr is on the prosecution's side. She could have been lying about the water. This court finds the defendant, Miss Lana Sky. Oh, not again. Oh. Little girl, what did you just say? Huh? Me? Did you say that I, Angel Starr, was on the prosecution's side? Well, yeah, you are. You're saying my sister hid evidence by erasing the bloody footprints. Well, I thought you had your fill, but here you are demanding a second helping. Oh, she's gonna keep going. I think we might... Another lunchbox. A lunchbox called evidence. Oh, wait, witness. Don't tell me you have something else. Please. The time for deliberations is past. Any further comments and you will be held in contempt of court. Your threats don't scare me. Don't scare the Kotho Queen. Look at this. A photograph? I had it just in case anyone had the gall to suggest that the white shoe didn't belong to the victim. I see no room for error in this evidence. Mr. Wright, wait, look at the asphalt in this photo. Hey, it's clearly wet! Erasing the last trace of doubt from the court's mind. Immediately after the murder, the crime scene was washed with water. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. I guess I couldn't help after all. It's not your fault. I knew I couldn't win this case from the beginning. It seems this is what your sister wanted anyway. This truly is a Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Rise from the Ashes moment. Thank you, Angry Penguin. I'm sorry, Mia. Believe in yourself. What? Right? What? What? What or not? Don't be so quick to throw in the towel. That's funny. Get yourself up off the asphalt. Take another good look. Don't give up. Not until the bitter end. It's me. Mia. Phoenix, believe in yourself. This is the last piece of evidence. Very well. This time I'd like to declare a verdict for good.
Objection!
Oh, thank goodness. Your Honor, wait. What is it with you people? Can't I hand down my verdicts in peace anymore? No. Whatever it is, can it wait? No. No, we can't. Then it will be too late. Look at this photograph. The last one submitted. This trial isn't over until we give each piece of evidence proper consideration. So, right. Are you saying there's a problem with this latest piece of evidence? Yeah. I'll think later. I'm saving just in case. Yeah, there's a problem, right or wrong. I've got to go ahead with this. I suppose since we've come this far, we should give each claim a fair shake. Very well, Mr. Wright. Show the court the problem in this photograph.
Take that!
Well, it's time to reload. I already know what the problem is. He's not facing the right direction. Although I do have to say, that is interesting.
Take that!
Oh, the problem in this photograph is here. What's this? What's this? There's something poking out of the car's muffler. Wait just a moment, Mr. Edgeworth. Your Honor, you just said muffler. However, I see no traces of muffler or scarf of any kind in this photograph. A muffler is also part of on a car or motorcycle, Your Honor. Just think of it as part of the exhaust system, a pipe. I see, and I see! What's this suspicious-looking cloth sticking out of the car's muffler? So what if there is something sticking out of the muffler? What does this have to do with this case? Nothing! Absolutely nothing! Sorry, Miss Starr, but it's not going to be that easy. In fact, you've already told us why this is important to the case. You said as much in your testimony. What? Let's hear what Mr. Wright has on his mind. Tell us why you think this piece of cloth in the muffler is related to the case.
Take that!
Miss Starr, recall your testimony for the court. Ah, yes. When I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That's what had me confused in my earlier testimony. Muffler. Ah, yeah. Could it be that the muffler you heard mentioned was actually this exhaust pipe? If so, that means this piece of cloth is vital evidence. Oh. Finally. Oh. It's over. Well, it seems we'll have to suspend this proceedings. Suspend? If I find myself wondering about that piece of cloth. If we leave any question unanswered here, we do a disservice to the law. Have the car at the crime scene inspected at once and bring me that cloth. The verdict will wait until after we've seen all the evidence. Agreed? I suppose so. Whew. That was close. But we made it. At least for now. Oh gosh, that took forever. As Kurt will adjourn for a 30-minute recess. It's lunchtime after all. He's still hungry? Oh. Oh. Yes. Alright. We're gonna finish this. Mr. Wright? Huh? What? Are trials always like this with you? Like, you're swimming up the bottom of a lake about to reach the surface, but no matter how hard you paddle, you never seem to get there. Pretty much. Except today we're swimming in quicksand. So what happened to your sister anyway? Apparently she got called off to the judge's chambers. Probably something to do with that piece of cloth. So, this is where we turn this trial around, right? Our only weapon, a tiny, insignificant piece of cloth. I'm the one who's starting to feel tiny and insignificant, to tell the truth. Hola, partner. Oh. One must imagine Phoenix Wright happy. They say you show a red cloth to a bull, it'll fire up its temper. That's what they told me when I was youngin', at least. Officer Marshall. Thought I'd come and take a look-see at how the trial's going. Looks like I'm late. They've got the home ranch locked down tighter than a fort in enemy territory. That hard to slip out, huh? What is going on over there anyway? All the police I've seen these last 2 days have been really on edge. Don't you got enough on your plate without worrying about other people, compadre? You should be worrying about the chief prosecutor's taste in mufflers, for example. Officer Marshall? The whole muffler thing didn't have anything to do with scarves. She wasn't even wearing a scarf. You don't say. Now that just beat all. I've seen the red breeze blow at her slender neck many a time. I saw it that day too. She was wearing a red muffler. What? At the award ceremony that afternoon, Edgeworth's seen it too, I'd reckon. What does that mean? In the photograph taken at the crime scene, she wasn't wearing a scarf. So, Miss Starr wasn't mistaken. Well, it's about time. Remember, partner, sometimes you gotta grab the bull by the horns. And sometimes you just gotta let that ball go where it will. Time will tell. I have a bad feeling about this. Thanks, Han Solo. So, what are we swimming in now, Mr. Wright? If it's steak sauce, I can hook you up with some fine ribs. Ooh-wee! Are we already back to trial? Alright, yeah, we're... I think we're gonna pause here. Let me just... Here, I don't need to worry about that. I can just mute this. Okay. Okay, sorry about taking way longer than expected. I will say, I honestly have no idea when this trial is going to end. So I guess tune in next Saturday, or if I have more time, maybe then. And, well, see you later. Bye.